as I fell to the ocean floor, fading light through an open door. I saw myself rise with the water. And they thought they could keep me down, hold that breath and watch me drown, but all they did is push me higher. We don't care what they say, we will be here all day. We'll stay until it's over, till the world's out of sight. We will stand, we will fight. It's not over till it's over. Through the nights in the rain, through the time and the pain, the stand will never fall. And then at the end of it all, we will win, we will chant. It's not over till it's over.
Hello, everybody. It is time. It is time for Off the Dials Story Mode. Yes, it is lockdown. Hopefully everybody's having a great Saturday or Sunday, depending on which region you're in. I'm Zata. I will be the primary streamer today. Most of you are used to Sauce handling these duties, but I will be doing the streaming today. We are currently waiting for our match assignments to bring in people for the round robin section. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. This is Off the Dial. This is a free agent tournament. That's right. It is, but it's got a little bit of a twist this time. The twist is that there is a final boss waiting for whoever makes their way through the entire tournament. So we are going to be doing 3v3s today, based on the number of people who have signed up, and we are going to be having hopefully a great time. Joining me in the broadcast booth today, I've got Johnny Multiverse. Johnny, why don't you introduce yourself to the crowd that's waiting?
All right, hey everybody, Johnny Multiverse here, and welcome to this edition of Off the Dial. I'm subbing for somebody who couldn't make it with us today, but I'm glad to be here. I'm going to have a fun time, and I hope you guys all enjoy this particular stream. This is going to be a great one.
All right. Yeah. So, for those of you that aren't familiar with Off the Dial and what the tournament format is, basically this is a tournament format where everybody comes together as a free agent. They are assigned teams. In this case, it was about 36 hours before the tournament start, maybe a little bit more than that, maybe about 40 hours before the tournament start. They have a very limited time to put together their teams and then compete for bragging rights within the Off the Dial server. So this is always a good time. It's a chance for the team matchmaking is actually what's kind of special about it, in that great care is taken to make sure that players of varying skill levels and varying experience levels are matched together to form reasonably competitive teams. So that's what makes this kind of exciting. What makes this story mode exciting is that there is a whole background of lore. There is a whole background of other things going on. I don't know everything that's going on, but I do know a little bit about Splatoon. So
hey, that's where we're all at.
That is where we're all
a little bit about
at.
Splatoon.
So we are currently okay. We are going to be bringing safe scholars and recent reservations into this room. I'll be sending a note in the in one of the chats. So the teams today are recent reservations, unprecedented horizons, the late harmonies, and the safe scholars. So we'll be talking a little bit more about the teams as we go on. So let me get the information out that needs to be there. Let's see. Safe scholars and recent reservations will be on stream. And I will put that in the announcement chat if we can find it. Yes, we have some technical issues this morning as usual, or actually I guess it's afternoon. There's always something fun going on here. So I am not seeing the chat that I'm supposed to post the password in. So yes, give us just a sec. We'll get this going.
Yep. A little bit of information about our teams while we wait, though, if I had not left the particulars. Please hold.
All right, the password has been sent in the announcements chat.
All right.
So we'll be bringing in recent reservations and safe scholars.
All right. First joiner, SS Note Ultra.
Yes, we've got vanilla coming in. It looks like the safe scholars are right on top of it.
Yep.
And look, the recent reservations. Everybody's using gamer tags. This is amazing. This is amazing.
Yes.
Almost.
Yes. This makes our jobs a whole lot easier. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, there's nothing like making the streamer's job easier, especially when the streamer has so much skill like I do. But yes, now for those of you that are wondering, why is there a level 1 hosting the lobby? This is actually my alt account. So for those of you that have ever followed me or have watched my stream, you know that I have way too much time in this game. So I think this is it. So we've got safe scholars, we've got ultra vanilla, and oh boy, I always love trying to read the Japanese. Whether it's Meowsifer or Shade, we'll figure that out. And then it looks like we've got Elliot, Epic, and Too Nice on yep, that is right, on recent reservations. So they even use the right gamer tags. Johnny, what do you think?
I think this is a great lineup. I'm very pleased with the fact that there's all gamer tags there. That makes our jobs a whole lot easier. This is going to be a good match.
All right, so our first round is going to be Rainmaker on the Reef. This is a round robin section, so we're going to be doing 3 sets of round robins to determine the finals, and then yes, there is a thug finals, aka a boss battle. Stay tuned. You never know what we're gonna see. So so we'll do alpha, bravo, bravo, bravo. I think we're good to go. Hopefully everybody's ready for Rainmaker on the Reef. So this to me is always kind of an interesting map. I mean, you can, I'm going to sound, at the risk of sounding like John Madden, you can go left or you can go right. It's, but ever since the original version of Rainmaker on this particular map, it seemed like there was kind of a cheater method where you would cut through the back by the truck. Now that method doesn't work so well, and so there's a lot of hopping off of blocks and other things like that. I enjoy Rainmaker on this one, but boy, that bridge can be a lot of contention depending on if you're going over or under it. So it's definitely going to be interesting.
They certainly built the bridge and got over it fast. There we go.
All right, so we're waiting for the teams to ready up here. Yes, this is Rainmaker on the Reef. This will be the first round, and a reminder to all teams: make sure that you report your scores on Smash.gg, and we'll go make sure that you do get that taken care of. I'm going to be adjusting your audio level a little bit, Johnny. You're going to be a little bit louder.
Perfect. Okay. Works good for me. I'm typically a loud person by nature, so if
Oh,
I
there we
get
go.
too loud, just be quick on that mute button.
All right, it's Rainmaker on the Reef. In blue, we have the Safe Scholars. In green, we have the recent reservations. Here we go.
Yep. Quick pushes. Everybody's moving forward fast. Wow, green on the Rainmaker, fast. Ooh, flush the bubble. Nice, nice. Ooh, first kill, first blood.
So
Nice shot.
right now we're watching Vanilla coming through. Vanilla, a long-time off-the-dial participant. Green's making a hard push right toward the Rainmaker. Those bubbles
Yeah.
coming in,
Wow.
and Rainmaker
They're
getting stopped
going
from behind by
fast.
Vanilla.
Whoa! Oh, very nice, very nice. Nice stop by, That's all I got to read.
So yeah, no, that's okay. So that is a trade. Vanilla is getting caught up in a trade here. Yes, this is a 3v3. So the difference between 3v3s, everybody, you don't have the ability to do the same type of backline, midline, and frontline type of composition that you normally would. So everybody's kind of got to flex into whatever is needed at the time. Epic getting a nice splat there on Vanilla.
All right, nice play there, letting the Rainmaker reset, getting it down toward the center. That eliminates the need to have to carry it personally. Makes for nice strategy. All right.
Ooh, too nice with that bubble pop.
Yep. Green has been popping that bubble really well so far.
Pretty strong, but right now blue has the advantage. They are currently up 3-1 in terms of players, so this is the chance for the Safe Scholars to push forward, try and get some of that ground back.
All right.
We've got Ultra coming through the back.
Pushing. Nice.
Ultra is avoiding getting shot. Yes, those you got to look out for that Forge Pro. Definitely can create some problems for you. Too Nice coming through with the bubbles. They know where Too Nice is.
Yep. Oh. One Safe Scholars member trying to make a team for the Rainmaker pass. Will they be successful? Seems like it. Ooh, nice. Very nice.
Too Nice kind of chasing down Ultra with the Rainmaker and making that stop.
And again, it's the recent reservations who keep popping the bubble. They're just on it with that. Right.
And Ultra making that stop on the Rainmaker.
That wall was very good at stopping the Rainmaker right there. They really could not make it past it. That wall was persistent too. Goodness.
And it looks like somebody got caught up in the Rainmaker pop there.
Ooh.
Too Nice coming around the back.
Oh, the wall. Yeah. That's excellent placement there. Yeah, we have recent reservations Epic trying to keep anybody from giving reinforcements. Working out well. Safe Scholars making some good, powerful Rainmaker punches.
Yep, that's right, Johnny. Ultra's definitely kind of taken some time there on the bridge. Again, that bridge, a huge place where there's contention, but definitely seeing some calm play there by Ultra. But Too Nice coming right through with that Forge Pro and just kind of taking down the Rainmaker. So. Ooh, Too Nice kind of going right through the other team right now. Ooh, and finally getting stopped.
That was the end of Too Nice. There we go.
When you have a Forge Pro and a 96, you know that there's going to be some carnage going on. So.
No kidding.
We've got Elliot with the Splatling here. And Elliot getting caught up in that Rainmaker burst. Vanilla making that push through.
Vanilla just on point with the accuracy with the Rainmaker. Just every shot. Finally. I get a little crunk in my voice.
Well, yeah, and that was a great push. It is 45-37, so there is definitely blue is definitely. It looks like they are going to take the lead, and they do.
Take the lead. Oh, you got 15, 14. Time's coming. Oh, man. This is close, guys. This is very close.
So Green's going to have to pick up that Rainmaker. They aren't going to have time to let it reset. And there they go. Elliot's got the Rainmaker, so the
overtime
heavy Splatling has the Sheldon Splatling. I always forget the name of that one for some reason whenever I'm broadcasting. Yeah. Elliot's got that Rainmaker. Let's see if the recent reservations are able to make it through. Elliot coming across the bridge. Here comes that Rainmaker blast. Look out!
Yep,
Ooh.
Yep. Sneaking around.
Bamboozler's down.
Has been really helpful. Oh, Vanilla coming right in. He's oh. Nice play by Vanilla. Wow. Very good game. Very good game, guys.
Very good.
Close.
So Octolicia. Yeah, that was amazing. I mean, that was that was a very close match there. So I always love to see it when it kind of goes back and forth like that. We do have a question in the chat from Octolicia. I think DJam is the one to talk to about that. He will be able to help you out with that. So
all right. Next round is Inkblot Art Academy Splat Zones.
All right. Let me get that set up.
All right.
Inkblot Splat Zones. Everybody loves this. Of course, I am having my typical streamer's nerves here, where I can't even find the maps on the on the selector. So here we go. Inkblot Splat Zones. Yes, we've got the recent reservations facing off against the safe scholars.
Right.
Let's do it.
Yep.
So this is one of those zones where it's just a big zone in the middle with that tower. You know, you have to cover the top of the tower as well, which is always kind of interesting. My personal theory, and those of you who have been here before know that I have really bad theories about how this game works. And my personal theory is you always have to cover the corners, but this particular map, it also seems like you have to cover that top of that tower in order to make that zone flip. So you know, it's going to be interesting to see how they do this in a 3v3 situation. For me personally, I'm a huge fan of using something like a custom junior on this stage and just, you know, pounding rain out all the time. But I think we're going to see probably some really interesting compositions, especially in this 3v3 format, in order to make sure that the zone gets covered and that it gets flipped. So,
yep.
All right, all players are ready.
Opportunities for some really interesting strategy here. All right. Splat Zones Inkblot Art Academy. Let's see what you got, gentlemen and ladies.
All right, here we go, guys. We have the Safe Scholars in purple, and we have the Recent Reservations in green.
Recent Reservations making a big stride on the main zone right here. Wow. Safe Scholars giving ample free coverage. Purple, first in, Safe Scholars. All right, 90 seconds.
Vanilla kind of getting caught in the crossfire there, with Elliot throwing a Booyah Bomb right into mid. Elliot again with that backline splatling, kind of going after the sniper, but yes, Ultra coming from behind.
Safe Scholars holding the particular zone for quite a long time. Halfway down. Recent Reservations got to get in there. But they're doing well. They're making strides. Epic is giving people problems. Look at that, dodging. Oh, 10 of missiles. Everybody watch out. Oh, Vanilla dodges it with ease.
So we are at 13, 12, 11. Could this be a knockout?
This is a fast knockout by Safe Scholars. Look at that.
So that is Safe Scholars yet again. Hopefully I got that right. We is that a 2-0?
That's a 2-0.
Wow, that was quick. Recent Reservations putting in a ton of work on that, but on both ones. But boy, you know, once the lockout phase started in this Splat Zone, sometimes coming back with only 3 players makes it one heck of a challenge.
Yeah. All right.
So that, I believe, is the end of this one, unless I completely miscalculated the the results of the first round. So
Yeah.
I think that is it.
That's. Wait. Who? I lost it. It was the Safe Scholars who won the reef. Okay, we're good. We're good.
We're good.
2-0.
We're good.
All right.
See, whenever I stream, you know, it's better when I'm in commentary. I'm actually much better about keeping track of everything. But when I'm actually doing the stream too, I'm always one of those people that just can't remember what just happened. So that's where we're at. I will not have a professional career in sports broadcasting anytime soon. So
no.
All right, GG's guys.
Here for. I can keep the numbers in the head for you.
So, reminder to all teams to report your scores on Smash.gg so that things can be moved forward. I am looking for the bracket, and I don't see a current bracket up. Let me see.
Currently, we're waiting on DJM to provide us the bracket.
That's right. Oh, wait a minute. I think we do have. Here we are. We're in preliminaries. View all brackets.
He has provided.
Let me just take a look here. Oh, there we go. Smash.gg/story mode. There we go. For some reason, I'm on the lockdown Smash GG. So let me double check something real quick here.
All right.
You may end up seeing some fun streamer stuff. Very quickly. Okay, I think I am in the right place. Let's see. Let's take a look at the brackets. All right, there we go. It looks like they are up.
All right. This is going to be the round 2 bracket, correct?
That is right. So we will be waiting on round 2 in the round robin. So yes, I'm going to reset this lobby here real quick. So thank you again to the Safe Scholars and the recent reservations. We're going to you get to see my wonderful level 1 inkling here, so nothing like that. Multiplayer maps and modes have been updated. We'll get the new password in for the next group of players once it is announced, so we'll get that all set up. For some reason I'm having issues with my bracket here. I'm not able to show the brackets on the stream, which happens every once in a while. I think sometimes it definitely gets to the point where I don't know. It's like you have to refresh, and it doesn't want to refresh. Let me see if I can refresh this real quick. This is when I was talking about streamer craziness. This is the streamer craziness that I like to talk about. It's like where, you know, you feel like nothing is working right until it finally does. So let me refresh the cache. There we go. Now we have brackets. We have brackets. So the preliminaries are in process. Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see where we're at. Pool 1. There we go. So this is kind of what it's looking like right now. So Safe Scholars have taken that first one. We currently have the other matches in progress. And yes. And again, sorry for the delays here. Sometimes this happens, and oh look, yes, there is a final boss. Remember, guys, there is a final boss coming up soon. So
we have Unprecedented Horizons and Late Harmonies in their bracket currently.
So yes, we will be waiting for the results of the other teams, or of the other matches that are currently in process. So yes, again, we have we do have yes, the unprecedented. Oh my gosh, it helps if I can actually read unprecedented horizons and the late harmonies. Thank you so much, Johnny, for reminding me about that. And so we'll wait for our next assignments coming up soon. So let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Hello, Shutters, how's it going? I see Malik in there. Malik, a regular over on my stream. Ultra, good to see you. Hopefully everybody's having a good time today and suffering through me actually trying to stream and commentate together. But with Johnny Multiverse here, I think we're gonna be okay, right?
Hopefully. I mean, I've been going silent a couple times. There's been a couple problems there, but I think we'll make it.
Exactly. So yeah, this is kind of a fun. This is kind of a.
Hello, Nolo.
Hello, whoa. Uh-oh. You got to look out for that.
I was saying hello to Nolo, but I may have said something wrong. I don't know.
And Nolo also is a regular visitor over at my stream. For those of you that don't know, I am actually a Twitch streamer. I started streaming way back in last year. So I started streaming on April Fool's Day of 2018, which kind of goes with my normal pattern here. I've been doing Off the Dial, I think, since this spring. So it's been kind of a fun ride. What I really like about the Off the Dial tournaments is how much work that the tournament organizers put into putting this together. So we've got DJM and LeptoSpira that are constantly working behind the scenes to create ways of doing matchmaking and bringing players that maybe don't have a team or maybe are looking for a team together in kind of a great way of putting them together, based on rank and experience, so that there's actually some balanced teams. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. So we've seen a lot of fantastic battles, and I'm told often by a lot of people in my stream that rank doesn't matter, and but rank is it doesn't matter if you haven't played solo queue a lot. So what's great about this is that it gives a lot of people that maybe don't play solo queue as much a chance to play in a very competitive environment with people that have played a lot of solo queue and that have been on competitive teams, which makes it kind of a fun thing to watch, and it gives everybody a chance to grow a little bit together and hopefully to make some new friends in the Splatoon community.
Exactly, that's what this is all about, having friendly battles between a whole bunch of squids firing ink.
Yeah, those squids firing ink. It's and then somehow managing to pull missiles out as well. I'm never quite sure of the physics of Inkopolis, but it is one of those things. So
it has those cartoon physics. You'd always have like Bugs Bunny or something like that pulling out a hammer directly from behind. Where they get the hammer, you might not want to know. So
that's true. I've always wondered that myself. So, again, for those of you that are new here, this is a fun tournament series. It will be back in February 2020, I believe. For the normal It's Dangerous to Go Alone series. The holidays are always kind of an interesting time for all of us. So it's always a little bit rough getting everything reset. But we're so glad that everybody was able to make it today and that we were able to field 4 teams. They are teams of 3 this time around, so it's just great that everybody's able to come out, especially in the middle of all the crazy holiday stuff. All right, I'm being told to check Discord. Here we go. Let me find out what's going on here. All right, just a second. It looks like we have to join somebody here. Just a sec. There is a lot of stuff going in here. So there hasn't been a start. Could we go in and it would work as a 2v2? All right. So there is a match that we're supposed to go into. Let me do that real quick. And if you look in lobby 2 chat, let's see what's going on. So it looks like Ghost is hosting the lobby. Let's see if I'm in the right place. And yes, I do still have the bracket up.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to do this one apparently as a 2v2.
All right, here I come.
All right, so it looks like we're going to do this as a 2v2. So I'm not hosting this match, so this will be a lot of fun. Let's see what happens here. So this is let's flip over to Tourney so that we can see what's going on. So Rainmaker on the Reef. It looks like we're going to be doing a special abbreviated version of what we just saw. So this is going to be let's see, Silly and Avery are on. Oh my gosh. They are on Late Harmonies, so it's Late Harmonies versus Unprecedented Horizons. So yes,
there we go. Now we just see.
All right.
This is going to be interesting playing Rainmaker with a 2-man squad. Because, you know, you're not going to have everybody making those paths for you. It's going to be your one guard at the very front, and that's it. While the other team can kind of go... They're going to have higher mobility based on the fact that the Rainmaker has a carry weight, which is such a weird thing. It's always just very distracting whenever, you know, you're trying to move around with the Rainmaker and you're being dragged behind by the carry weight. It's a big deal. But it's going to increase the mobility of the opposing team whenever they're trying to take it back. So we'll see how this works out.
Yep, we'll see how this works out. Looks like we're waiting for you to ready up, Johnny. So
oh crud! I'm so sorry. Oh,
welcome to the fun of streaming and commentating. This is where you get to see, you know, that the players are the ones with the skills. It's the streamers that are the ones that forget to press A.
We're just talking mouths. Sorry. Oh gosh. That's embarrassing. No.
All right. So in orange we have the Late Harmonies, and in purple we have Unprecedented Horizons. So this is a 2v2 match. 2v2s are always really interesting. You know, I've been in a 2v2 tourney before. You know, it really is about wiping, and it looks like we have that initial wipe by Silly and Avery here, and so they're able to push in really hard. Yep. And it looks like that Rainmaker burst was able to do it, and that is a quick half.
Silly, that was a fast match.
In a 2v2 situation, getting that team wipe is you know, once you wipe the other two team, you have control of pretty much the whole map. You can go wherever you want, and you have several seconds in which you can make a lot of things happen. And that's exactly what we saw here.
If you've got some respawn Punisher on your gear, you're going to make that particular wipe such a problem for your enemy. So it's all very, very fast.
Well, and so that is a win for Late Harmonies. So next up is going to be Splat Zones on Inkblot. It looks like we've lost a player. Oh. Let's see what's happening here.
Might having some rotation come in. I think there was.
That's right. That's right. We've got some rotation coming on. So yes, there are some technical. Oh, we've got Avery back, so we are good. Mm-hmm. In this setting, yeah, DJM in the chat. In this setting, Slow and Steady does not win the race. Yeah, in a 2v2, you kind of can't take your time. This is where high aggression is actually rewarded pretty well, and also sticking with your partner. The 2v2 tournament I did in Chicago was a lot of fun, and my partner, who some of you know is Sky, you know, he was actually telling, you know, we stuck together and we were able to do pretty well, and that's kind of how these 2v2 situations work out: is stick with your partner, coordinate, and go, and that's how you win a 2v2. All right. Splat Zones on Inkblot.
Quit now so that I will not be a problem later. Whew. Man. I was good about that on the first match that we did, but man, I don't know, man. You get tunnel vision whenever you're making these commentaries.
It can definitely be true, but yeah. So we're gonna see the 2v2 version of Splat Zones on Inkblot. The thing about Splat Zones is that unlike the Rainmaker, where you can do a quick cap, there is a fixed timer for the Splat Zones. So there is time to respawn in a 2v2 situation on this. So controlling the lockout is what's really important. So I actually expect to see a little bit of spawn camping on this in order, by whichever team is able to get that first wipe. So we have Silly and Avery in blue, and we have Ghost Station and oh my gosh, I just totally missed the name. No, and Pi. Yes, Pi in green. That's why I missed the name. It was a number. So that first wipe is coming out from the late harmonies again.
Wow.
Again, there's still time on this, so there's a little more time in this, and really the key is going to be to push out. And that combination of specials, oh no, there is a disconnect here. We have been kicked from the lobby.
Wow.
We did see some connection errors there as well, and it looks like they are offline right now. So yeah, I think there was a little bit of lobby instability going on that. Yeah, Ghost Station, that was kaboom indeed. Everybody's offline from that match, so yeah, that was fun. I think it was either a host DC or it was a pretty crazy one. Let's see. It looks like Avery's remade the lobby. No, I think this is an unstable lobby. There was a disconnect at the end of the last one, so I don't think it was rage quit. I think it's unstable connection. Yeah. Truly unstable connection. I've been through this enough that I know what an unstable lobby looks like, and that one kind of had a few of the hallmarks of one. So
yeah. Well, it's just something I have to go with. It was interesting that it took us all down, because sometimes you'll have a disconnect where, a couple of people are left in the lobby, but no, it cut us all out. I think it went for the host.
Yep.
So, all right,
So DJM is currently looking for confirmation to find out what happened. So he's asking in the chat to find out what happened.
All right, will this be a rehashing of round 2, or will this continue on to round 3?
We'll see. It looks like they're going to move on to Clam Blitz and count that as a dead match for the unprecedented horizon. So let's see what happens here. They're going to go forward with Clam Blitz on Starfish. So currently the score then is 1-1. Late Harmonies taking the Rainmaker on the Reef, and Splat Zones on Inkblot going to the unprecedented horizons.
Yes.
Due to that disconnect.
So, yep, we're pretty evenly matched now, 1-1. Oh, hit the button.
I know. I'm writing down my notes right now. So
yeah, no, that wasn't for you. That was for me again. Yeah, be quick on the button.
If the host has, DJM has the rules in the stream chat right now. If the host has a disconnect, the match is given to the team who didn't host the match. If the host disconnects, the opposing team gets the game. So yes, and since I'm not hosting, there is no neutral party in host mode. So this is what's happening. So this is Clam Blitz. I always have problems with Clam Blitz on this particular stage on Starfish, because it's it's so easy to get for people to hide actually below your basket, and so I have missed people hiding in ink underneath my basket before, and then all of a sudden it's like, where did that extra clam come from? So let's see what happens here. In orange, we have the late harmonies, and in green we have the unprecedented horizons. And wow. Avery getting stopped there with the hammer. The Dark Tetras from Pi.
Yep. Oh, somebody popped their roller.
The baller coming through. There you go. Ghost Station coming in with football.
Yep.
some people may call it a power clam, but it is a football. Come on now. Come on now.
Come on. Live the American dream. Carry the football to the goal.
So Late Horizons getting it.
Roar.
Late Horizons was able to get that white, but again in Clam Blitz Clam Blitz is a lot about turf control. It's a lot about positioning and of course knowing where those clam spawn points are going to be. And yeah, that push in is leaving a 1v1 behind. So Ghost Station and Avery kind of going at it, and Ghost Station stopping the hammer yet again. Yes, here comes Pi.
Shut down to that hammer.
And yes, it may be the Ultra Stamp, but come on guys, it's a hammer. We all know
it's a big old hammer. Just throw it at him. Come on. All right. Pi coming up the center. Oh, he's being harassed by the baller. Keep it safe. There we go. 8 armor. That's going to be a bit of a... will they make a big push? Oh, he's backing. Yeah. That seems to be doing a lot for them. Got a special. What will he do with it?
So Ghost Station making that push in with the football. It looks like there it is. Oh, yes, there it is. There it is. You know, sometimes you think it's not going to make it in, but Ghost Station got it in. They got an extra couple of clams in. Currently, Pi is popping in a couple extra clams. Whenever you can get that push into the low 60s, and it looks like that's going to happen here. Pi keeping that basket open. Ghost Station getting a couple more clams in there. And yes, Avery coming in, kind of clearing out what's going on there. It looks like the basket's going to close, and that is a strong push. Push to 50.
But that 25 plus bonus is sometimes very difficult to overcome. You can underestimate the dragon very easily.
Yeah, based on the note, and so for those of you that aren't as familiar with Clam Blitz mathematics, it's all the penalty is always half of the amount that you were able to get in your push. There is a disconnect. The brush has disconnected.
Oh.
There is a redo that's approved. So what we're gonna see here is we need let's see, we actually need green team to cap this, build a bunch of footballs, and just put this thing to bed. So
yeah.
We need Ghost Station and Pi to just finish this thing off. Try and keep that basket open as long as possible. Avery, you don't have to keep fighting.
Yep.
I know you want to. I know I would too.
Yep. Just go ahead and finish it off, boy.
It looks like the redo is approved.
Yep. Alright. Oh. Gotta overcome the cap now.
So we've got the 32-point conversion that has to come here. That's 2 clams. That's going to be 2 clams and 2 power clams and 1 small one. Looks like they're still playing. Guys, remember, according to the disconnect rules, the team with the disconnect should stop playing and return to spawn. I know that sometimes you can't hear that on the stream because not all the players have the stream up for bandwidth issues. So. That is something to keep in mind. That is part of the rule set for Off the Dial. There's the 2, and we need one more. We need one more mini clam. Looks like they just spawned on top. Just need one more, and that will cap it. And there we go.
Excellent. Okay. Now we can move forward.
Yes, Clam Blitz mathematics are always fun. It is a... If you can calculate bowling, you can calculate Clam Blitz. Let's put it that way. So
yeah. First couple of times I was
just a sec. It looks like I'm getting a note from DJam. The disconnect is no longer approved. So that is going to be that. So that actually is going to go to Unprecedented Horizons, I believe.
If we can get a confirmation on that.
I'm looking at what's going on in the lobby chat.
Yep.
So yes, we're waiting on a judgment from DJam. He did put DC no longer approved into the Twitch chat. And he is declaring it Unprecedented Horizons 2 to Late Harmonies 1. So that is going to be that set. Let's take a look at the bracket. See if we can refresh the bracket here.
All right. We keep saying that this stream. All right.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Of course, there's always caching that goes on here. Let's refresh our bracket. There we go. Connection has been lost.
Yep.
All right. We'll wait for the. Yep, we're waiting for the report on Smash GG for the official update. But yes, this is kind of the fun thing about tournaments is that, and you know, again, I've hosted a couple tournaments in my time. You never know what's going to happen. There can be disconnects. There can be bad internet connections. There can be a lot of things going on. And one other thing about the Off the Dial tournament series is that the players are from all over the world. So tournament organizer DJM is from Australia. We have plenty of players from the European Union and Britain. We have players from North America, which is where Johnny and I are from. So
Yep.
it is kind of a global thing, and when the internet starts acting up, it can actually create a lot of problems. So
just bear with us as everything can just go haywire at a moment's notice, like we just saw.
right.
So
That is right. So let's we're waiting on who we're gonna go with and what we're gonna go with next for the next rounds.
all right. We have yet to have an update on the bracket on Smash.gg, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think it's still updating. You can take a look at the official standings. Yeah, there's still currently the Safe Scholars are the only one that have fully reported everything. Of course, OBS might be caching everything. Oh, there we go. It looks like we have the results here for
There we go. Yep.
for that match. So we are moving on then from round robin round 1. We're going to wait for our match assignments for round 2. And then I will make the lobby, and whichever teams are there will do it. So let's see what happens here. There is the updates coming through.
They've been notified, I believe. Yeah.
All right, let's see what we've got.
Let's see, for round 2, we'll get all that set up momentarily.
All right, it looks like we just got our assignments, and so Safe Scholars and Late Harmonies will be on stream. So I will make that room right now.
All right, and round 2, first match will be Tower Control, Manta Maria.
Ooh, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so let me get this up.
I believe in the flavor text for whenever you start the game, something is said about Manta Maria in the fact that Marina herself, is it Marina? No, I think it's Pearl. It is Pearl, who actually owns the ship, which is ridiculous.
You know, it is. You know, the other fun thing about Manta Maria is that you can see the Japanese research vessel that's off the side there from the Splatfest. They added in that particular Japanese research ship in preparation for, gosh, I even forget which Splatfest it was. One of the Japanese Splatfish was, do you prefer to find the unknown ocean creature or something like that? And it was kind of interesting. So let me bring us up to our waiting screen here.
Just a moment. I am having a little
Yep.
bit of technical difficulty with being able to hear everyone. Please hold.
Please hold. Yes, it's those tentacle difficulties we have to look out for as usual. So let's see. We are waiting on some judgments. So we do have members of the Safe Scholars arriving right now.
All right. Currently, we have 2.
We have a
So let's
1v3
get some-
scenario. This is weird.
Yeah. Let's get some feedback from the chat. Everybody enjoying it so far? Everybody having a good time?
Yes, if you're watching, I'm actually looking at the stream chat. So is Johnny. So.
Oh yeah.
So Ultra's having some fun. That's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here comes. So we have all of the Safe Scholars. Looks like Late Harmonies is coming in.
Finally, yep.
Although, is it
I say
Late
finally.
Harmonies?
I'm not hashing anybody. I'm just.
All right.
Octalicia, I believe is how you say that.
Yes, Octalicia, I believe it is. So.
Yep. Licia. I put so many other letters into words. It's so bad. You know, any word that looks big and complicated, you add a couple more.
So yes, we're waiting for one more teammate from Late Harmonies. Let's see what's going on here.
Delicious.
Oh, there you are. Johnny, your voice just suddenly got loud. It could be.
All right then.
I think Discord is having its moments right now. So Johnny is joining me on Discord. So yes, Discord's having a moment.
Discord be flexing. Sorry.
Wow. Wow, now you're super loud. Wow, I'm gonna have to turn you down.
Yeah, okay, jeez.
Wow.
I'll try to speak quietly until you do.
Oh my gosh. Here, let me.
I don't know why. Here, let me make sure I'm coming in through the correct.
You might be coming through
thing.
2 different microphones right now. This is the fun part of streaming. So, waiting on what we're supposed to do, whether this is going to be a 3v2. Waiting for the judgment here, whether this is going to be a 3v2, 2v2, or 3v3. Yes, this is the fun part of doing live broadcasting. You never know what's going to go on. Hey, Johnny, now you're really quiet.
What's happened?
All right. So it looks like we're waiting on... It looks like we are waiting on somebody right now. And Johnny, are you still there? Discord having its moments yet again. Yeah, I can't hear him either. Nolo.
I'm back now.
Hey, welcome back, Johnny.
Yeah. That was a little freaky there for a moment. I was jumping through every setting I knew of. I was like, they can't hear me. I can't hear me. It's not good.
All right, so it looks like we're getting it looks like we are looking for a 2v2 at this point. So we'll probably need one of the Safe Scholars to back out. Let's see, Avery and Octalicia.
We're both making the ha noises.
Yes.
All right. Let them confer amongst themselves for a
Yep.
moment. They might be trying to figure out who would be best suited to a 2v2 match.
That's right. So we will wait on the. I'm gonna lean on DJam for the judgment on this. I definitely don't want to make the call as to who needs to stay and who shouldn't.
No.
From Safe Scholars. So
we're just color commentary. We don't make all the choices here.
that's right.
All right. Octalicia is saying our teammate that was here before had bad internet and our other teammate isn't showing up. So
That is rough.
yeah. That's understandable. I feel for you.
That can be rough. I've seen that happen too. It's always unfortunate, but sometimes it's amazing how sensitive that $20 a year is to to internet connections.
Indeed. You gotta pay the bill on time.
All right, it
What
looks
is the
like
concept of
Vanilla
this
is
turning?
backing out. So it looks like it's Ultra and Meow doing the 2v2.
The real NC asking in the chat, hello, so what is the concept of this tourney? So I'll let you answer that one.
Okay, so the 2v2 is sorted out. We are going to have Ultra and, let's see, it is... my gosh, I am so bad at reading right now. Well, Meow is the name, so yes, going against Avery and Octalicia. So, Tower Control Manta Maria. Let's get this going.
See what you got.
All right.
Spectator, Alpha, Bravo.
And Bravo. All right, guys, this is a 2v2 tower control on Manta Maria. Again, one of the things with 2v2s is, aggression works really well with Rainmaker. Tower control, avoid getting wiped. That's pretty much what it is. So we'll see how this goes.
Every wipe that's made makes it easier for the other team to push. You just gotta hit that sweet spot of whether or not you're gonna push for the tower or whether or not you're just gonna stay behind and maybe play some tricks on the side. I know a particular strategy is to have your splashdown ready at particular intervals so that whenever they get to that interval, it's a team wipe for the other team and you snag that tower as fast as possible. Sometimes that can work, but sometimes it can really just backfire on you. So got to be careful.
Yep, that is true. And again, with the tower motion on this one, there are a couple places where you can hide and surprise the tower, which makes it kind of interesting. I was hosting some private battles the other night, and tower control on Manta Maria actually came up. And what was interesting was how people were using the splashdown, just like you said, Johnny, to kind of regain control of the tower. So we'll see if anyone's using splashdown on this. This is also not a bad opportunity for long-range weapons, so we could have some interesting stuff going on here.
Let's see. I'm very curious to know how this will
Oh, there is a Hydra. I see a Hydra, and I see, and a Dynamo.
2 Dynamos. Interesting choice there, guys.
Well, Dynamo, that Kensa Dynamo able to throw a ton of ink all over the place, which allows you to assert that map control, which is so important for being able to get around, especially in a 2v2. Being able to move around the map is super important, and it looks like that is what they're working on. So Avery going at it with Ultra, but Ultra kind of saying, nope, I'm going to use my Dynamo first.
Yeah. We have 3 long range and 1 mid range. Really, it's a very interesting choice. We were just talking about that this is a really good time for long range weapons to really take control here, and it seems to be the case. As the team with the 2 long range weapons is really got the halfway point.
Yeah, definitely. And so here's that pushback coming. We have a pushback coming from Orange Team, which is the Late Harmonies. Avery with that Dynamo. Yeah, here comes that push. Are they going to be able to clear the checkpoint? Clearing the checkpoints is so important, and being able to get that extra push. And yeah, it looks like they got to start over on the checkpoint because that is always rough. And no, they get stopped. Oh, and that Hydra just kind of punishing it. That is a wipe on the Late Harmonies. Safe Scholars not playing it safe and taking the tower for a spin.
We'll ride the tower. Let's see. Oh, Ultra. Get rid of harmonies there. Sitting at the checkpoint. Nice. Ink armor. Letting the blue push. That seems like it. Yep.
Oh wow, yeah, Avery coming in, and it's the war of the dynamos. Octalisha, the only one alive right now.
Yep. Good time for her to capitalize on the tower.
And Octalisha helping that tower to speed up and get away from home territory there.
Yep.
But yeah, a Dynamo and a Hydra, that is a pretty terrifying combination. You know, but then again, so is the Splash-O-Matic. You know, that is a good get up close and get behind that Hydra type of a weapon. So.
Something about this stage, you know, they keep taking out the main map of the boat. I imagine that's probably extremely annoying.
Ultra finding Octalisha just kind of in the wrong spot there. There's that tower push right now.
Yep. Wow. Back at that checkpoint. They've got only 15 remain. Oh, whoa. No, they didn't even get that far. I was trying to be predictive.
Yep. Oh. That is a trade in the back. Everybody's dead. That is what can happen in a 2v2.
Wow. Everybody's gone. Start it back over. Yep, it's running back to home, so...
2v2s are always an interesting situation whenever you see them. When you get the double wipe, it is rough.
Booyah Bomb active. Booyah Bombs are interesting. Got a lot of cover whenever you use them, and they can be a really sneaky weapon for somebody who doesn't see them coming on the opposite side of a wall, because they don't really pay respect to walls, so it can be a really nice sneak weapon, too. It's very interesting. That was what I was noticing earlier whenever, I think it was the blue Dynamo. He was trying to get past this wall, and orange Dynamo threw the roller, not through the he threw a Booyah Bomb, and he could not approach. That was an interesting use of the Booyah Bomb, so...
Yeah, absolutely. The Booyah Bomb is very good at ranging other players out. And wow, look at that! It's the constant wipes going on. This is actually an interesting combination of weapons that's going on in this particular match.
Paying off well for Luki.
So it's currently a 1v1, and it looks like Ultra was able to make it through. And again, it's whoever can stay alive the most in these 2v2s that is going to have the advantage. And it looks like the Safe Scholars are pretty close. Can Ultra get on the tower? Yes.
Wow! Wow! 3 seconds to... Wow, okay. That was excellent.
So the Safe Scholars not playing it safe in this case, and pushing through the tower all the way to the end. So Safe Scholars take this match. That was fun to watch. You know, 2v2s can be very frustrating, but they are a lot of fun. So. All right, next up we have Clamblitz on Skipper Pavilion. Boy, I don't know if we're going to see any dynamos on this. Clamblitz and dynamos don't ever seem to go along that well, or don't go together that well, but we'll see.
Slowing your mobility at all during Clamblitz is usually not the greatest strategy, because then if you're carrying the football, you're even slower, and that makes you a big old target. So,
that's right. Unless you're able to roll everybody, which can be kind of fun, but rolling with the dynamo is so frowned upon. So
yeah. Fair enough. Let's see what everybody chooses, because all of these weapon choices have been very, very interesting. They've,
Yeah, definitely.
well, that would
Well, and again, 2v2, a lot of times you want to do something a little different with your comp. And you start losing this ability to have, these regimented Slayer roles and backline roles and other things like that. You have to actually kind of adjust your comp in order to both prioritize ink coverage so that you can actually move around the map, as well as prioritize objectives. So, the easiest way to do it is to get a lot of picks in these 2v2 situations. So this is definitely an interesting way to proceed. I'm very curious to see what the Safe Scholars and the late harmonies are able to put together here.
Indeed. Right. I am the only one again. Oh no! I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry. Oh, that's twice in the same stream.
Johnny, welcome to live broadcast.
Your mistakes are there for everyone.
That's right.
Excellent. That's the only way they need to be, because then somebody can catch me on it when I'm looking at the chat too hard.
So these are some pretty good comps right here. Again, we're seeing Kensa Octobrushes on both sides, and then we're seeing that ballpoint, and we're also seeing the sploosh. So I think we're gonna. I like this. I actually like this quite a bit. So a little bit more range on the Safe Scholars than the late harmonies, but
both teams.
Here we go. Octolicia getting a first football in.
Yep. Bringing another football. Oh!
Avery getting some of those clams in. Again, the goal is try and get it to 60. That is usually a strong push.
Every stamp I see used, they get shut down pretty fast. I mean, sometimes they can really capitalize, but most of the time, it doesn't quite work out. And but they're doing the best that they can, so...
So there is the counter push coming in from the Safe Scholars.
Excellent. That was a very excellent. Sometimes you forget that you can use your super jump to connect with your teammate and connect it with a splashdown. That was an excellent play there. It knocked out not multiple players, but at least one of them. That was excellent.
So it's fun. It's fun to see what Safe Scholars is doing. They are trying to camp out the late harmonies right now. And they are asserting a lot of map control. Late Harmony's not even really... Oh, there is a wipe. It looks like Safe Scholars are kind of in control of the basket area. Also using beacons to their advantage. Yeah, when you've got beacons in a 2v2 situation, you do have a lot of mobility across the map. So Safe Scholars taking the lead there. But no, Avery's saying no. I'm gonna get in your face with the brush, and that kind of didn't work out quite as well as it could have. But ooh, and Octolicia getting stopped right there at the football, kind of getting pushed into the football. Probably not where Octolicia wanted to be, but that is the game. I've been pushed into the football way too many times when I don't want to be anywhere near it. So.
Yeah. Like I said before, that football makes you a big old glowing target, and it's really funny to watch somebody who was not at all being targeted 2 minutes before. The minute they get that football, it's like all eyes are on you. It's your time. Whether you shine or whether you die.
Octolicia getting that football in, tying it up. It's 62-62, but if they don't get a clam in, it will go 62-63. This game abhors a tie.
Mm-hmm.
It's always fun to see your points change that way, and that is a trade right there. Or no, it wasn't a trade. It was not a... Was it? I don't know. It's kind of hard to see sometimes, even when you're on Spectate and you think you know what you're seeing. You don't always know what you're seeing. And Ultra falling off. Ouch.
That's going to hurt.
Ultra taking a page from my playbook of fall into the water. I'm kind of famous for that.
Be a nice way to get a hardcore rainmaker. But this isn't that mode, so just be careful of your footballs, because they don't like coming back on that rock. That Ultra Stamp, there we go. I see an Ultra Stamp being used to great effect there, charging directly into the base of the enemy. Very nice, very nice.
And yeah,
that was a trade with 2 footballs sitting right next to a goal. Somebody can take it if they want one. Oh.
Yeah. And Ultra picking up the orange football after that push from the late harmonies, getting broken up. Ultra using that ballpoint to keep them out of range. Kind of getting a little bit of fall-off damage there, too. Hiding behind the block sometimes doesn't work out so well, especially when those drops are falling down from the ballpoint. As you know, that range and accuracy improves on the ballpoint as the firing sequence continues. We got Avery with football right now, kind of getting stopped right there. The battle of the Octobrushes is in play. Ultra getting a football in.
Yep. That increases their lead. That increases Safe Scholar's lead on the Clan Blitz, but it doesn't seem like Harmonies is too far behind.
Avery trying to stop that push, but Avery kind of getting caught up. Octalicia making that solo push to return. Sometimes in these 2v2 situations, you've got to do those solo pushes. We've got 11 seconds left. We do have footballs on the field. That means that we'll probably go into overtime.
Probably so. Well.
Ultra using that rain to zone everyone out.
Well, this might be it.
Meow with that hammer. Ultra getting that football in, and that
is it.
Is going to do it.
Safe Scholars. Does that make it 2-0 for them?
That is a 2-0 for the Safe Scholars. So again, seeing some really good, it's really hard to play actually in a 2v2 situation, and seeing some really good movement around there. Octalicia doing everything possible to build those clams, and that's really part of what was keeping this match alive for as long as it was, is excellent clam building by both teams. So this is that is going to be the end of this one. Again, both the Safe Scholars and the Late Harmonies doing a fantastic job. Remember to report your scores on smash.gg, and then we can keep on going. So we are waiting for a little bit of confirmation here. Let me bring up our brackets. See how the reporting is. I'm probably in the wrong screen for the brackets. We are in round 2. Let's see if we can get that going here.
Right.
So yes, you can see what's going on here, and yes, remember guys, there is a final boss. Look out for the final boss coming soon
to a theater near you. Those video game movies that we dreaded in the 90s.
That's right.
Nintendo, we need to have a heart-to-heart with the Mario movie that you made. We need... I don't know what you did there, but don't do it again.
Oh my gosh.
And the fact that Bowser looked like some kind of slick-back mafioso with a big tongue. No, don't do that. Please don't do that. That was not okay.
You gotta look out for those Mario movies. They aren't what you think. So,
Super Mario Brothers Super Show had its moments though.
Yep. So we have some good GGs in the Discord chat. So yes, hopefully everybody is still having a good time here. I know I am. This is, one thing about these tournaments is that sometimes you've got to adapt to the situations that are occurring. And so I've seen some great adaptations made by a lot of the players today to being a little bit shorthanded here and there. So this is good stuff. So yes,
a pretty good attitude throughout the entire thing. Nobody's getting too particularly angsty about it. So excellent job, everyone.
Yeah, definitely. It's I've hosted some of these before, and I've played in these tournaments, and everyone knows that my salt level can get pretty high, and I need to go to the doctor afterwards because I have too much sodium. But no, I've seen some great plays all around today. People knowing knowing what to do and being able to adapt to these 2v2 and 3v3 situations. It's not the same as having a 4-person team by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
You know, when you get into these shorthanded situations, you know, you have to adapt. And so we're seeing adaptations. We're actually seeing some good picks and counter picks in terms of weapons too. It seems like the ideas that all of the teams are having as to, okay, how do I proceed in this, are definitely there. So I'm getting a ping. Let's see what we got. We have a ping coming in. Let's see. We've got Calico. All right, it looks like we're being asked to join another match. If you look in lobby 2, Johnny, you'll see what the password is. So let's join. Join lobby 2 and see what's going on.
Let's see. Having a little bit of trouble getting that there.
Well, somehow I ended up in a lobby and I'm the only person there. That's interesting. Thank you, Nintendo.
Good move, Nintendo.
Thank you, Nintendo. Am I now the host? I don't even know what's going on.
You seem to be the host because the squid icon is appearing next to your head.
Well, okay, so now the lobby has finally figured itself out. Maybe somebody blocked me at some point. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, if you ever do encounter me in solo queue, you'd probably hate it, because I am that bad. But I would block me too. But let's see. It looks like we are going to have the recent reservations facing off. Oh, it looks, Johnny, it looks like you didn't make it into the lobby.
I know. I was looking for the password. That was the thing. I couldn't find it. So if you could just hand that to me,
I will do that. I will do that. Ghost Station locked you out, but here, let me get you the password. Look in the streamers chat. All right. So we're gonna see Clamblitz on Skipper Pavilion again. So this is the Unprecedented Horizons versus the Recent Reservations.
Oh,
and this will be a 3v3, so I will lock down. And Johnny, you're gonna just have to be along for the ride on this one. So,
all right.
So Clamblitz on Skipper Pavilion again. We're gonna see this. This is always kind of fun. Looks like we've missed the first round, so we are coming into the second round. What was the result, guys, of that first round? So. Let's I don't know if I can see it on my bracket here.
Thanks, Mr. Nintendo.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Nintendo, indeed.
All right, well, my commentary might be a little bit behind, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll do my best.
All right, it looks like we are going to have the oh my gosh. Yeah, let's see if I can actually get this right. So, in yellow we have the Unprecedented Horizons, and in blue we have the Recent Reservations. So this is a full 3v3. Yep. So we've got Ghost Station making that push toward the clam basket, getting that first one in, and somehow managing to get Elliot in the crossfire there. Ghost Station working a route near the clam basket. Let's see what we've got. They're keeping that basket open just a little bit longer. Sometimes that single clam, but nope. The basket decided to be a closing basket, and that gives Epic a chance to come in toward the yellow basket. Pie coming through. And here comes Pie. Yes, that Dynamo kind of making some stops here. Epic getting caught by the Dynamo. Little bit of lag in the room. I am seeing some lag in the room, but that is kind of normal with Clamblitz especially.
Especially for the last 3 matches. Well, no, correct. Only in 2 matches, but it seems to be the Kenham favored all the dynamo.
All right, that Booyah Bomb kind of getting too nice caught in the Booyah. Here comes Epic in that face-off against Pi and that Dynamo. Pi with 9 clams. Will somebody super jump in? Ooh, here comes another yellow push. The Unprecedented Horizons kind of getting those extra clams in there. There is currently a wipe, though. That means that the recent reservations are going to be coming forward, able to make that counter push.
Wow. That was quite the push.
You got Elliot playing that Kensa Dynamo, getting that Booyah Bomb in there, kind of clearing out the area around the basket, but no, it is a kill zone right now. Impure right there, working on holding everyone back with that Splatling.
Booyah, he use it. Sometimes it's not the greatest option to use your special, but sometimes it might be what you need because your ink tank refills. That's one thing to always pay attention to, is the fact that your special just pops your ink tank right back up to full. So if you need to start throwing bombs, you need to start throwing those, I like to call them the balloon bombs, but you know the ones.
The burst bombs, yes.
There, yes. Sorry.
Use those burst bombs for that coverage. Yep. So it looks like the recent reservations are able to keep that basket open for a little while. Are they going to be able to keep it open? No. Elliot not being able to get those clams in at the right time, but hey, that's what happens. But they have another ball waiting for when that basket drops, and there's that basket drop. Recent reservations getting that extra football in. Currently it is 32-54. Still a minute left in this. This can go a lot of different ways. You know, this is amazingly close right now, actually. Are we going to see a lead change? We're seeing a lot of Booyah Bombs on the stage, that's for sure. It is 32-36. Is there anybody nearby with a clam? Too Nice, no. Too Nice doesn't have one. Getting into a little bit of a scrum with Ghost Station in the back there.
Oh, barriers back up. That's it. Let's see what happens now.
So it looks like we're gonna see a lot of footballs on the field right now. Yep, Epic getting that splat. Let's see. Oh, getting Impure with that stop right there. All the blue footballs getting ready to despawn.
Oh man, valiant effort by Elliot trying to sneak in, trying to grab that ball, but no, Impure shut you down.
All right, guys.
That's game.
That is recent reservations taking Clam Blitz on Skipper. Actually, it's not recent reservations. I'm sorry. it's Unprecedented Horizons. You know, the problem is that on my streamer sheet I have recent reservations highlighted in yellow, which creates problems. So.
Color combination is really weird in Splatoon because it'll mess up on you real fast.
Oh,
and
yes.
now I'm in, ladies and gentlemen. So
Johnny has arrived. The question is, was that the second one for Unprecedented Horizons, or was that the first win? So do we go to a third match of Splat Zones on Sturgeon or not? It looks like we do. So it is tied up 1-1, guys, in this second round robin match. So Splat Zones on Sturgeon, again, one of these big rectangular zones right in the middle. You know, this is kind of an interesting one because you can't really splash down the zone to flip it. You know, you've got to actually work on it almost as though it's two zones that are just kind of joined in the middle. Those angles too, the ramps that go up to the middle of the zone, that can actually create some tricky situations as well when using bombs and some other mechanics, because this game is notoriously weird when it comes to anything that is at an angle. So let's see what happens here. It is the recent reservations versus the
Unprecedented horizon.
the unprecedented horizons. Too many words here. Too many words. Too many words.
I know. That's why I had you shorten my name to Johnny, so we didn't.
That's
have to
right.
Say Johnny Multiverse.
I don't have to say Johnny Multiverse every time. So, so in green we have the unprecedented horizons, and the recent reservations are in purple. Let's see who gets the zone first. Right now, it looks like there's some pretty good contention going on in the zone.
Oh, there was a trade right there. Impure and the Forge Splattershot Pro, the Kenza.
So we have the initial zone taken by the recent reservations. Impure using that range, and yes, we've got Pi here with that Dynamo, making it tough.
And LeptoSpira. I have not messed with Smash Bros. Angles, but I have seen videos on them, and it's ridiculous. You can set up some crazy geometry really fast, and it makes for some very interesting stage building. Alright. That's also keeping top of that splat zone. That's excellent control there.
So recent reservations kind of in the lockout phase here.
Yeah. Booyah, Bob. Oh! Will that be... No? Well...
Too Nice making things really difficult right now for the unprecedented horizons.
Capitalizing on the extra range provided by only the Forge Splattershot. That's the only weapon with as much power, accuracy, and range all rolled into a pretty quick-firing package. So, capitalizing on that particular aspect of that weapon is key.
That's right, and that is going to be a win for the recent reservations.
Indeed. Unprecedented Horizons putting up an excellent fight. Good job, team.
All right, that should be the end of the second round of round robin.
Indeed. Now
And
it's
let's
time
see if we have the reminder to all of the teams to update your scores on Smash.gg.
Yep.
Let's take a look and see if yes, we can see what's going on in the brackets. There is stuff going on.
No, what I'm saying. Too Nice, too OP. He's definitely been making some of the killer plays here.
Too Nice has been, I believe, in previous Off the Dial tournaments, so it's always fun to see returning players. Actually, a lot of returning players. It's not like this is where you find your permanent team, but it is a chance to find a team to play with for a fun weekend tournament. So it's this is kind of where a lot of people come. Actually, people from established teams have been known to come out for the Off the Dial tournament just to just kind of do something a little different. And that's actually what's a lot of fun with the Off the Dial tournament series, is that it's a chance to do something different. So far this year, in addition to the normal It's Dangerous to Go Alone format where everybody is a free agent put together, there's been a inkjet only tournament, which was quite interesting considering I absolutely detest inkjets. It was fun watching everyone try to wreck each other with an inkjet. And there was also the Weakest Link tournament, which was a couple of weeks ago, and that was good stuff. So yes, I am getting a ping. I'm getting a ping. Yeah, so in addition, I'm getting reminded of some of the other people. Yes, Shockwave from the Australian Championship team has actually played in this tournament as well. I know people from other competitive teams in North America that have played in this team or played in this tournament. So again, it's a chance for people of all skill levels to come out, have a good time. Maybe play with some people that you wouldn't ordinarily play with, and try a couple of play styles that maybe you wouldn't ordinarily get to do. So it is a good time. Certainly if you're interested, be sure to join the Discord. There are more tournaments coming. There are always more tournaments coming. I think it drives Lepto and DJam a little bit nuts that they're setting up all these tournaments, but it is really a good time, and it is a fun group of people to work with and a fun group of people to play with. So yes, Nolo once played in an Off the Dial tournament, I'm seeing in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, let's wait and see what our assignments are going to be for round robin match 3. I already know what the I actually know what the password is going to be, so I may as well make the room while you guys can't see it.
All right. Nulse Ultra a couple minutes ago said someone's inspired by my Dynamo play, and indeed I am. I have personally not really found too much use for a Dynamo roller. That may sound ignorant of me, but I don't particularly play with them as much. And so seeing your effective use of them, that might reinvigorate my battling.
See, I'm always afraid. Actually, I do play Dynamo every once in a while, but usually it's very late into my stream, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to play Dynamo, because why not? So I don't play it very competitively at all. I just make trouble for everybody. So it looks like we are getting our assignments. It looks like we're going to see Safe Scholars and Unprecedented Horizons on stream. So let me get the password out in lobby 1. Those so Safe Scholars and Unprecedented Horizons. Keep your eyes on the lobby 1 Discord chat.
This time I will be here for the commentary.
There we go.
All right. This has been a very... We get to see all of the little bits of Splatoon here because we've had some disconnects and we've had some really, really good plays. We've had very excellent uses of the Kenza weapons, which were a pretty recent addition. And it seems like people have been gravitating towards them. There have been Kenza brushes, Kenza dynamos, typically anything with a Booyah bomb. But I can see why it's been used to such a great effectiveness and speed of sound. Y'all Nulls Ultra in the chat.
Yeah, exactly. You know what's nice? The Kenza weapons, obviously, with that black and white theme and the clothespin on it, the red clothespin. But, the Booyah Bomb actually has added a lot into this game. It is kind of, depending on how it's used and where it's used, you can use it to keep people away from objective. And if you get everybody caught in a kill box, it's very possible to take down an entire team. So, it's definitely been an interesting addition. I think we've been seeing a lot of that today. So let me bring us back over to the game mode here. Rainmaker on Piranha Pit is going to be our first match here. We are going to have the Safe Scholars facing off against the Unprecedented Horizons. So let me get everything set here. Of course, Johnny and I will be on Team Spectate. We win all the time. Yep. We're always winners because we get to see all the good plays here. So exactly. let's get the Safe Scholars on Alpha. We'll get our friends at Unprecedented Horizons on the Bravo team. Yeah, some people say, well, why do you set them all? It's like, well, because if somebody leaves and comes back, then I know the one that says either is the one I need to fix. So that's why we do it that way. Let's get this guy set up. It is Rainmaker on Piranha Pit. So this is one of those maps for me where they have rearranged it. The Rainmaker on Piranha Pit is so different from everything else on Piranha Pit because they add in all of these blocks on the far ends, and they've even changed the position of the Rainmaker on this. So this to me is always kind of interesting because you have to use those moving ramps in order to get the Rainmaker. You can't go up the uninkable block that the Rainmaker sits on. And then you have all of these different weird routes that you can take into the enemy base. You can fight the conveyor, you can fight the first conveyor, you can go up the second conveyor, but you end up in a kill box. You can even follow that ink line that goes across the stage if you're lucky. So it's definitely kind of a fun one. If you can push forward into the enemy base, you have a really good chance of being able to keep the other team closer to spawn and make their life difficult, allowing for a cap. But we'll see what weapons, what ranges. Maybe we'll see that Booyah Bomb again. We'll see what happens in this one. Johnny, what are your thoughts on this one?
On this one, Piranha Pit. Personally, I tend to play Piranha Pit only whenever it's in the Turf Wars thing, and my favorite thing to do is just to go fill in the areas down to the side, because a lot of times teams will forget about that in a nice Turf War setting, and so it's a good way to pick up some free paint points and make your special the next biggest threat. But here we have Team Unprecedented Horizons on blue, I believe, and the Safe Scholars on yellow.
That's right, and let's see where they go. So we're seeing 96s. We're actually seeing 96s on each team, just the two variations of it. Again, we're seeing splatlings on each team, and you know, where they don't match up, we've got those tetradulies facing off against an Enzap. So you know, again, very good balance in terms of weapon selection going on right here.
Horizon grabbing the first use of the Rainmaker. Ooh, and then a Booyah Bomb snuck in with the Rainmaker. That was neat. To me, even to me, spectating that all the way up until it exploded looked exactly like a Rainmaker blast. So you can sneak in a special with a Rainmaker blast to really throw some confusion.
That's right. It looks like right now it's a 3v2 situation right now between the Unprecedented Horizons with
Safe Scholar only one right now. Ooh, that was rough.
So Ghost Station kind of making a path here.
Impure.
That Stingray kind of zoning out the Rainmaker, and
man.
yep, great stop there.
Excellent. Wow. That inkjet just that Stingray used great effectiveness, which they've nerfed that in recent times. So to see it used with such great efficacy is excellent.
Yeah, the Stingray is one of those weapons where it was way too weak when it started, then they made it way too strong. And it's kind of at a good middle range right now. But yes, oh, there is that stop right there. Impure coming in with that splatling, and Impure actually also getting stopped by Vanilla here. It is kind of who's going to stop whom. And Ultra grabbing the Rainmaker.
Yeah. Great effectiveness, staying behind, kind of going backwards. Doesn't recommend that you do that because when it starts flashing, you would go the right way, but sometimes you got to give a little ground because the enemy team's just pushing too hard.
Well, and again, in these 3v3 situations, you know, you have a lot of players switching off roles, and you do, especially with Rainmaker on a map like this, you're gonna see a lot of short pushes, and that is kind of what we're seeing right now. You know, it's really getting that team wipe is a little bit harder in these 3v3s than what we've seen in the 2v2s that were happening earlier. So there is a Rainmaker reset. And there is a pop. It looks like the Unprecedented Horizons have popped the Rainmaker.
And set a sprinkler directly where it's at, so they're just gonna let it sit there, it appears. I mean, it's at its respawn point though, so I don't think it's going to recover itself in that case. So, all right.
And Impure chasing down the Rainmaker. It looks like we might see it. We're seeing that Ray used as support right now. Ultra will Ultra get the extra points.
That was good. Oh, I think
Ultra having some problems getting up that ramp.
Pi disconnected. Saw him phase out.
There is a disconnect. Yes, there is a disconnect.
Oh, but they got the game within the seconds. Okay, ruling by DJM. What's it gonna be?
It was pretty far into the match.
Yeah. That was quite the comeback there, indeed.
So I believe that is a victory for Safe Scholars.
But in the
it looks like Pi is still on the disconnect list. Pi has not made it back into the lobby yet. Andrew DC'd because of power. Uh-oh. That is, I'm reading what's going on in this chat here. Power failures, yes, it is that time of year.
Oh man. That stinks to hear. Pot no redo by Nolo, but no.
All right, we've got DJM typing in the back room here, so you can see what's going on in the back room. Redo is not approved. That is going to be a victory then for the Safe Scholars.
Yeah. Wow. Good job, their team.
So tower control on Gobi is actually our next one, but we are going to wait to see if Pi gets back. Who
And this would be a time to let that team know if you have any subs in that particular bracket. I'm not sure if you do. If you do, then to go ahead and let them know that they might need to come in, or at least just be on standby. Gobi Arena, Tower Control.
Tower control on Gobi Arena. Oh, so we're seeing in the chat what happened. And yes, this is a typical Nintendo thing as well. The Switch decided to shut itself off while it was plugged in, which has been... Actually, I have more viewers that have that issue than you might imagine. It happens a lot for whatever reason.
Yeah,
all right, so we got about 2 minutes. We're gonna take a quick break here. So yes, it's the least wonderful time of the year from Lepto. Lepto is one of our tournament organizers here. Don't we all know it? Sometimes it's the least wonderful time of the year for gaming. That can definitely be the truth.
Indeed. Especially when everybody's gone to the Four Winds, you go to a grandparent's house or something like that. They may not have good internet, and your battling just goes downhill. But it's a good excuse to spend more time with your grandparents. So,
well, and for me, it's the exact opposite. I get to spend time with my niece and my nephews, and my nephews are pretty avid gamers, and so so I end up gaming with them over the holidays usually. So that can be a lot of fun. So,
indeed. All right.
Everybody's saying that we have to fill in the silence. So, tower control on Gobi Arena. Let me just talk a little bit about tower control on Gobi Arena. This is one of those interesting maps where the tower actually has some vertical motion, and when the tower goes up, when it gets onto that platform that's on the end, if you fall off the tower, you're gonna have a really hard time getting back on it. So a lot of times you have to wait for the tower to reset to get back down, which can cost you valuable time. And a lot of times, in a way, it's almost like a hidden checkpoint at that point if you make the mistake of falling off the tower. As most of you know, if you watch my stream, I fall off the tower all the time. I fall off of everything all the time. For some reason, I just don't have enough balance to stay on anything in this game. So for me, it's actually a big deal. But, again, there are a lot of places to hide, too, in this particular map. And, there are a lot of areas where you can get camped in. So, tower control on this can, a lot of times I don't see it make it all the way to the final objective because there's so much fighting going on in the mid. And that's what can be really interesting about this stage, at least in my opinion. So, yeah, there we got Lepto making fun of me yet again. Yeah, it's if I do it in John Madden's voice, I will lose my streamer's license yet again. But tower control on Gobi Arena. Yeah, let me tell you about tower control on Gobi Arena. So on tower control on Gobi Arena, a lot of interesting things happened because of tower control on yeah, that's exactly right. I just lost my streamer's license. It's been a pleasure serving all of you over these last few years. Good night and goodbye.
Oh, please no, please do not. I am not competent enough to do this by myself. That would freak me out. Besides, if you left the lobby, this entire thing would go down in shambles. So let's continue. All right. So Gobi Arena, one of the things that I like about it, the zip cables. I may not be using that correctly, but the ink cables that you can traverse across, they're very interesting. I personally use them a lot whenever I'm just trying to get across turf fast. It's very interesting. You can kind of hide up there for a little while. Okay, Ghost Station saying Pi is coming back. That's good to hear.
Excellent.
I'm glad his Switch didn't brick, because sometimes that can be a fear whenever it just turns off by itself. So having a brick console is no fun. But for Gobi Arena, I do really like the zip lines. That's the word. Goodness gracious. It's fun to camp up there. It's fun to surprise somebody with a splashdown in the middle of nowhere, because my particular favorite loadout is just the vanilla splat roller. So I tend to just I'm very big on mobility, very big on slaying, so I make the I make big use of the zip lines.
Yep, zip
Anyways,
lines can definitely be I think ink line. I always get, you see, ink rails are different from ink lines, and I always get the two mixed up.
Yep.
And but yeah, it's I agree with you. Sometimes using those zip lines to get around is great. For me, actually, one of my favorite things about this is if I play a sprinkler weapon. I love sticking a sprinkler up on top of the scoreboard because you can do that, and then you just kind of keep the mid covered. But in tower control, again, I think tower control. This is one of those cases where I think we're going to see a lot of blasters. I'm wondering if somebody's going to bring out a Grim Range Blaster or a CRB possibly. For me, I prefer a melee weapon, more like a Clash Blaster, and everybody calls me trash because it is the Trash Blaster. But sometimes you just got to be trash in order to win. So let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's quite the philosophy there.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta play in the mud. So it's all right. So in green we have the Safe Scholars. In purple we have the Unprecedented Horizons.
In stereo.
That's right. So we're not seeing any we aren't seeing any blasters. We're seeing this nice combination of 96s. We do see a sniper. We haven't seen too much sniping yet today. We have seen bamboozlers earlier, but it's nice to see a sniper every once in a while.
Yep, we got a Tri-Slosher. All right. That's Safe Scholars Ultra being the first one to take the tower. Checkpoint 1. Oh, it's gonna leave it be for a minute. Ultra comes back.
And there's that Booyah Bomb.
Again. Yep, that Booyah Bomb. Something I wanted to mention earlier. Booyah Bombs not only can be used to sneak up on somebody and take control of a thing or push back, you can use it as a method of protection against somebody who's trying to steal the objective from you. It's very interesting. I've seen people aim the Booyah Bomb directly at their feet and just annihilate somebody who is about to come up behind them. I've seen team wipes happen exactly like that.
Yep, exactly. The Booyah Bomb, a very powerful weapon, one of the last specials to be added to this game.
Mm-hmm.
So currently the score is 53-100. We have the Safe Scholars ahead, but still haven't cleared that second checkpoint. So that second checkpoint can always be a very big point of contention.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a trade. Ultra and Impure kind of trading each other in the back. That Splatling Tri-Slosher trade.
Ghost Station and Pi working together to kind of put the hurt on some members of Safe Scholars there. Ultra caught in the crossfire there. Ooh.
And here comes that Stingray. Yep, Stingray on the tower, keeping people away from it.
Yep.
Kind of putting an end to that push by the Unprecedented Horizons.
And I think they did exactly as you said with putting that sprinkler on that scoreboard there.
Everybody loves the sprinkler. They are the most maddening things that exist in the entire game. Everybody wants to kill them more than they want to kill the other team. So
exactly. The flavor text for this game, the most embarrassing thing an Inkling can be caught dead by, splatted by sprinkler.
Oh.
That was... Yeah, it can be one of the worst feels realizing that you just didn't see it and it's what wiped the floor with you, especially if somebody backed you into it.
Very, very true. Ghost Station taking the tower. Ooh, Ghost Station connecting with Ultra there. Got 96 being a nice, powerful weapon. It's a two-shot kill usually.
Sitting at the first checkpoint for the...
And that first checkpoint is cleared, so yes, we do have the Unprecedented Horizons making that counter push. Ghost Station getting caught in the slosher though.
Mm-hmm. That Tri-Slosher, again, another one of the weapons that I don't particularly use all that often, but seeing it used to such great effect, I might just change my style.
Tri-Slosher is a lot of fun. That was one of my first when you could still max weapons at 1,000,000 turf. That was one of my first maxes in this game. So
yeah, wow.
They have nerfed it. I'm still angry about it. They nerfed it in like version 2.0, but I'm still angry about it. But it is a great weapon.
Well, the tower is currently under, it seems to be no one's control. Center Mansion Center. Kind of trading suction blast just then. Oh, the bomb. And okay, finally the Safe Scholar's Vanilla on the tower. And quickly back off the tower as he clears a path, making sure there's nobody lying in wait for them anywhere.
Yep, what we can see a turf control being asserted by the Safe Scholars right now. If we take a look at the overview map, you can see the map is extremely green right now. We got DJam with Tri-Slosher for life. DJam, a huge Tri-Slosher player.
Yeah.
DJam, one of our tournament organizers. I have played him with the Tri-Slosher, and he is good at it. He is definitely one of his primary mains there, if not his complete primary main.
Safe Scholar's running from the Booyah Bomb. See, does that mean Impurity's gonna take it? No, he's trying. He tried. They traded. Well,
wow. And the time just runs out.
Yep.
Yeah, this is actually, I liked the back and forth in this match quite a bit. That was a great amount of back and forth. The Safe Scholar's taking this one though, and that makes it a 2-0. But
had some pretty insane sweeps in earlier matches, so it was nice to have one that kind of dragged out, like some more commentary.
Yeah, no, you just kind of run out of time sometimes in these matches, and I've seen it happen where the team finally starts to gel together, but it's like in the last 30 seconds where the gel starts to stick. So, but yeah, that was a fantastic match between the Unprecedented Horizons and the Safe Scholars, and that is the second win for the Safe Scholars, and that ends this particular round of the round robins, the opening round robins. So wait for the reporting on smash.gg. We can take a quick look at the brackets and see what's going on. I think that's right. We might actually have to update into the next round.
All right. And then, don't forget, we still have this final boss thing for the Safe Scholars to face against.
Well, no, we have a round of finals, so we have to figure out. Yes, so we're going to have a finals, so we're going to find out whether Recent Reservations, Unprecedented Horizons, Safe Scholars, or Late Harmonies, which of those two will be proceeding on to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
We may actually get called into look in on the other round robin matches going there.
Yep. Yeah. Horizons. Okay.
So we are waiting for reporting from Unprecedented Horizons and Safe Scholars, I believe.
Safe Scholars by Smash GG's current count is 4-0. Unprecedented Horizons is currently 3-3, so lost 3, gained 3. Late Harmonies is 0-3 on overall rounds, but total lost 6. Well, no, 1-6. They have won 1, but they've lost 6. And Recent Reservations.
Let's this is the fun part about being a streamer with a live web page. Let's refresh the cache. Let's see what it does. There we go.
All right.
All right, let's see if we're getting pinged anywhere.
Indeed. Yep. Standings 1, Safe Scholars. Yep. No, I had no doubts about your standings. You're more knowledgeable. I might even be, but just making sure of who has what wins, who has what losses, and seeing who exactly is going to be facing who. And based on your numbers, it might be Safe Scholars versus Recent Reservations. That's my take on it, but we'll see what comes down from higher up.
That's right.
All right.
So it looks like the round robin round 3 has been completed. That is going to bring us into our finals. Let's see where. Let's see if we can get this to come up. Finals Pool 1. So it will be the Safe Scholars versus the Recent Reservations will be coming up. If Smash.gg is accurate, which most of the time it is. It can sometimes be a bit of a challenge. I know I have a Smash.gg account that's been used plenty of times for my actual live LANs that I participate in. Actually, I'm gonna, for those of you that are in the Splatoon competitive scene, I will be at G7 in late January, so make sure you say hi if you see me. Just look for the one player that has gray hair, or at least some gray hair, and that's me. So. So it is going to be Safe Scholars versus Recent Reservations in the finals. We have a video to show you guys pre-finals. So those of you that are participating in the story mode clue gathering process, pay very close attention to this. I'm gonna confirm with DJam when he wants me to play this. Make sure that everybody's ready to go. But yes, we will have a special video coming up very shortly. Let me just double check with DJam, make sure that we are good to go, and then we will move things on to the finals.
All right. And now.
All right, pre-finals. We are authorized to show you the pre-finals video. So, are you ready for this, Johnny?
I'm ready for it. Wait. Okay. Lepto.
Oh, wait. I'm being told to wait. I'm being told to wait. Wait.
We see. Okay, why do we need to wait? What's up?
Lepto is stopping us. Yes, I'm so ready to do it.
Goodness, Lepto.
Can you tell I'm ready? I'm ready and excited for this.
Same here. This is the finals after the first finals, so okay. After this final. Oh, okay.
Wait. What?
Hold on. Why is it named pre-finals then?
Okay, we've got a 5-minute break.
Okay. Good. Okay, excellent. Okay, we're good there.
Feel free to watch the video on stream. All right, so 5-minute break before. Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, so there's pre-finals, pre-boss. Okay, so yes, there are actually. So anyway, yes. Oh my gosh. All right.
Any
so
JSAB song besides these.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, can you tell that we're all professional here? We're actually more professional. Is more like it around here. So
yes.
So yes.
Crud. The salmon run, that's where it's from. I'm like, where have I've heard that, because I actually made a gift for one of my friends using that. But that was a true professional, I see. Goodness gracious. Any JSAB song. Well, we could do an impromptu performance of Megalovania because I've pulled back out the melodica, so pre-finals is a video, just a standard break, because a standard break would be nice right about now.
We could definitely use a break. I might need to refill. All right. Okay, so I am being told what to do, which is why I love our tournament organizers. They aren't afraid to tell us what to do. So
exactly. Keeps us on our toes.
Oh my gosh.
Pre-finals is before finals. Okay.
Yes.
So
okay, we know what's going on now. On. Yes. I love the fact that final boss is before the final boss. So yes. All right.
Like self-explanatory.
All right, guys. We have a video coming up for you. This video is about. Let's see. Let's find out how long this is. This video. Let me just confirm the length of the video. This is a 4-minute and 32-second video. Keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on this. Keep your eyes on this video. There are going to be some clues in this video as to what is going on in the ARG component of this stream. So, I've got about 4.5 minutes of video. I'm switching you over. Pay attention. Hey everybody,
back.
we are back. Hopefully you got some clues out of that video there. Yes, we are waiting on. We have just DM'd the password to everybody. So yeah, we will be getting ready for the finals here. The finals are going to be between the Safe Scholars and the Recent Reservations. For those of you that have been here since the beginning, those were the first two teams that we saw. So we are kind of back to that.
They told me to go back to the beginning.
Oh man! All right, let me bring up the game view. So yes, we are getting ready for the grand finals here. This is a best of 5. So we will be seeing Rainmaker on New Albacore Hotel, Tower Control on Walleye Warehouse, Clam Blitz on Anchovy Games, if necessary, Splat Zones on Mako Mart, and the Splatfest stage, Sweet Valley Tentacles. So yes, we have stuff coming up here. So yes, for those of you playing the along with the ARG component of the stream, there were some hints at the end of that video. Honestly, I don't know what those hints refer to. I
have absolutely no clue.
I am not the expert in this area. So yes, it's definitely for those of you that are following along and working on that. Don't ask me for any help. Why did I choose Gobi Arena? We don't want Gobi Arena. We want New Albacore Hotel. But we are waiting for our players to arrive now. But yes, it is. We are getting to finals time. It is 4 o'clock Central right now. For those, you see, I only care about Central time because that's where I live. But I know it's 5 o'clock Eastern out there. And DJM, what time is it where you're at? It's got to be at least 9 a.m. by now, right? And yeah, I do have to crack into. No, it's not a Sprite Cranberry. It's actually a Cherry Coke. But
Snap back into a Sprite Cranberry.
Oh, I've got Sprite Cranberry. I've still got some hoarded. I'm gonna keep hoarding it because I'm gonna need to do Christmas in July at some point. So.
Hey.
All right, so we are waiting on the I'm a traitor for no Sprite Cranberry.
Lepto. Goodness gracious. I should have made some tea.
Oh, tea. Yeah, I'd make some hot chocolate, although it's foggy out today where I'm at. So it is, the sun is going down and it is foggy outside. So it is going to be
Where I'm at, I
cold
have
night.
not gone outside to figure out what exactly it is. I just know to drink tea.
All right, so we are waiting on. Oh wait, I have a friend request coming in, guys. You're about to see some. Actually, no, I'll put you on brackets and I'll get this. Then you won't have to see me go through this horrible friend request process. All right, let's get that friend request because I have a feeling it might be our last player,
Yeah.
which is always kind of fun.
Let's see. Save scholars reservations.
All right, here we go. Oh, now you're seeing all of my garbage. Oh no, that's what happens when I do all this stuff. All right, so let's see what's going on in the chat. We are waiting for one more member from the recent reservations.
Indeed.
And we got 2 Nice coming in.
2 Nice, yep.
All right.
All right.
We are good to go. This is going to be a 3v3. Again, this is best of 5. We'll be starting out with Rainmaker on New Albacore Hotel. It's hotel time.
Hotel Trivago.
Yeah, we're getting all these plugs in. We're getting all these plugs in for our non-sponsors. So
sorry about that. I nearly spewed water.
Well, you know, I talked about Coke and Sprite Cranberry, so yeah, I think our non-sponsors are going to be very displeased with us. But here we go. We do have the Safe Scholars on Alpha. We have the Recent Reservations on Bravo. Johnny and I, of course, on Spectate.
Yep. Spectators always win because we get to see such amazing play.
You learn quickly.
I try. It doesn't always work, but I try. Let's see. And yes, I was very quick on the A button because I'm not going to do that again. Hopefully. Please.
It's interesting. It's interesting because I've been in tourneys where they've been streamed, and a lot of times it is the streamer that's the last one to lock down, but they often lock down after the last player is locked down. But I like to lock down right away, quite honestly.
Yeah, it lets it continue on, and you don't have to worry about. I was concerned about filling the silence whenever I hadn't hit the button.
All right, here we go. Here we go. It is Rainmaker on Albacore Hotel. This is the finals, guys.
Non-sponsors company.
This is the recent reservations facing off against the Safe Scholars.
We made a recent reservation to the new Albacore Hotel.
In green, we have the Safe Scholars. In purple, we have the recent reservations. Yeah, look at this. We're seeing K-Pros on both sides. We're seeing Hydras on both sides. And we are seeing an NZAP versus a Kensa Splatter Shot. So very similar compositions on each side. So very successful compositions in this 3v3 tournament.
Indeed. Hydra Splatters have been a favorite. This is the first time, however, that we're seeing a Kensa Splatter Shot in this entire match. So see what happens there.
Yeah, the K-Shot is a great weapon. I actually like to play that in Rainmaker myself. With those suction bombs, you're able to kind of control some areas and basically tell people where you don't want them to be. And it looks like we have Purple Team, the recent reservations, picking up that Rainmaker right away. That splat bomb coming in there, kind of messing up the push, and it looks like Ultra coming in and getting a double there.
Ultra coming in, that's the push anyway.
Ultra with that K-Pro.
Mm-hmm. He's got his Booyah bomb. Nice.
Oh, that splat bomb, you know, if it weren't for that armor, Ultra would have had a really bad day. Ultra coming in, kind of clearing out the back there. Ultra with 2 down. But too nice with that Hydra, stopping the Rainmaker push, but having to pay the price to do that. Super jumps coming in. And here's that Booyah bomb that we love to see.
Indeed. It nearly paid off for him, but he couldn't quite run with it. They're only at 31, whereas the other team made a push of only 92. See what happens here.
All right, Elliot with that Rainmaker right now. We've got that push coming through, and it looks like, ooh, Elliot getting stopped right in the mid there.
Yep.
We've got this Hydra battle going on.
Bomb.
Yes, Hydra with that powerful fall off. Aiming the Hydra into the air and having those bullets land on you is never having a Hydra pointed into the air whose bullets land on you. See, I can eventually speak English. It takes me a while though. Oh wow! Look at that! Look at that! We've got a push coming from behind here.
Yep. Safe Scholars. Japanese there. Because I can't keep that straight in my head. Sorry.
I believe that's Meowser, but I'm not entirely sure. I think that is with the Rainmaker.
I think this might just be the first time that the recent reservations. Yeah, one of the first times that they themselves off the bubble on the thing.
So Too Nice with the Rainmaker right now. Too Nice getting a Rainmaker hit on Ultra. Kind of Vanilla making trouble here, but Vanilla getting stopped. Here comes this Rainmaker push again. Too Nice with the push. Oh, almost.
Yeah, so close. You leave the Rainmaker in a place and make it to where it's a hindrance to either attain or just to have to pop. Like if you pop it themselves, you might actually stop the team who's on their way to stop you and start a wipe just right off the bat. Oh, Yowza, we believe, to be pushing with the Rainmaker. Vanilla making a good path for him. Really good team play there. Yep. Armor.
And Vanilla coming in, getting that double. Vanilla saying, this way, this way.
Too nice.
We got a clear path. And
Whoa!
That's a cap.
Whoa! Excellent. Excellent cap there. All right.
So the Safe Scholars taking Rainmaker on Albacore in the first round. Again, with a 3-team, you kind of can't play it too safe when you're making your push forward. So yeah, a lot of good play there. A lot of good back and forth. Actually, more back and forth than sometimes the score indicates. So you know, definitely a lot of good defensive play. But when that final opportunity opened up at the end, it was time for the Safe Scholars to take it, and they just pushed forward. So yes, those 2 picks at the end, Shutters. That's right. All right, Rainmaker on New Albacore Hotel. We are moving on to Tower Control on Walleye Warehouse. This is such a short tower map. It seems like it's always over before it begins, at least for me. So Tower Control on Walleye Warehouse. This is a lot of fun. If you like getting killed. So
if you like getting killed. That sounds like it struck a nerve there.
Oh, I've had a lot of bad luck on this stage in my time, and you know, it was kind of with mixed feelings when they brought Walleye Warehouse back into this game from the first game. Yeah. It's like it's a fun map, but at the same time, it can be a very difficult map. You know, especially if you get camped into your base, and you know, there's really. Yeah, there's like, well, as with most things in Splatoon, there's 3 routes out of the base, but you know, you can get camped back, and when that tower is pressuring forward, you know, it just kind of gets the area that you have to work with gets so small, and sometimes getting out, all the rest of the team is there, and they can see you and they can hit you, and it gets tough. So this can be really tough. So you know, if one team comes out ahead right away at the beginning, a lot of times what we're going to see is we're going to see some pretty we're going to see a really strong push, if that makes sense. I'm Englishing a little bit slowly right now, but yes,
it's all right. So we have Safe Scholars on blue, recent reservations on orange.
There we go. So again, we got Safe Scholars. Ooh, we're seeing the Jet Squelcher coming out for the Safe Scholars. We're seeing again, we're seeing a sniper too on Safe Scholars. So they are going for range right now. We're seeing that nice backline coming out for the recent reservations with the Hydra, but that is currently there is a 2v1 situation. It's everybody's respawning right now. Safe Scholars with the sniper in the traditional position on the tower, but the sniper getting flanked by Too Nice, kind of stopping it there. Vanilla with that end zap, providing a lot of ink coverage, making things tough. Safe Scholars doing that reverse push right now. Not content to just let the tower reset on its own. They're pushing it a little faster.
Sometimes that can be the difference maker, especially whenever you've just gotten a team wipe. Like they do right now. Wow, look at that.
Safe Scholars making that push. Going to that second, or to that last checkpoint, I should say.
Yeah, third.
Ultra getting pushed off the tower.
Wow. Elliot takes it.
Yep, Elliot saying no. I'm gonna get on the tower with my Splatling, and I'm gonna hold this thing down.
Mm-hmm. Those disruptors, poison fog.
So Epic popping those missiles, but getting hit from the side by Ultra. And Jet Squelcher creating a little bit of a problem, being played in a very up close manner in that case.
Safe Scholars nearly taking over the third and final. Oh, nope, they're coming right back to it. Alright, let's see. Well, it's
Yeah,
yeah, open, and Elliot takes it again.
we have a great stop there, yeah, by the recent reservations.
$8, and they take it again. Ultra putting pressure on Epic to
Vanilla coming through and keeping that area clear. Again, turf coverage is so important on this particular map. Well, it is on all maps, but in this one in particular, if you get stuck in your base, you're gonna have a real problem getting out at any point. So it looks like they're gonna clear that third checkpoint. This is a really short ride right here. It looks like the Safe Scholars
and that's it.
have that
Wow,
cap.
Safe Scholars took that second one. That's 2-0 for Safe Scholars. Out of a possible 5 games, but the first of 3 is going to take it. So, let's see. Currently we have Splat Zones next.
Clam Blitz on Anchovy coming up next, actually.
Oh, never mind.
So yeah, Clam Blitz, this is where everything can kind of flip around. You know, the interesting thing about Clam Blitz is, you know, especially on Anchovy games. Anchovy games, you don't have direct visibility to the other guy's basket. There's a lot of stuff in the way. So you can't really see, especially in a 3v3 situation, it's going to be a little bit difficult to see what's going on.
Quick on the button. Gotta be good on the
Quick on the button. So yeah, Clam Blitz on Anchovy games. This, you know, again, this is, you know, you've got those moving platforms, you've got the rising platforms, and I believe in Clam Blitz there's the inkable blocks that let you get in through one side as well. So it's, and you can't from your spawn see the other basket. So it's, whereas in a lot of the other maps you can actually see what's going on at the other basket while you're respawning. So it is definitely kind of a heads-up display type of a map where you have to look at your map a lot to see what's going on. And that's what makes this one kind of interesting. So this is actually this is going to be a great chance for the recent reservations to get a win in here if they can hold everything together. So let's see where this goes.
With all that map popping up, I half expect a fair bit more use of the super jump, because sometimes it's just not a good idea to use a super jump, but you're not always looking at your map either, so you don't ever know where your teammates quite are, whether or not you're going to use it. Let's see if that comes true. Alright, first 1, 2, 3.
So recent reservations is in purple right now, the Safe Scholars in orange. Elliot coming out with the K-Pro here.
Wow.
And yes, we're seeing those Kensa Octobrushes as well. Recent reservations getting that first football made. It looks like Too Nice is going to get that basket opened up.
Wow, that was quick.
Epic working on coming in with some extra clams. Yes, they are able to stop.
Wiping the team so that they can continue with the basket.
They need to keep that basket open for a while. I'm going to throw those individual clams in there. They are taking it to 53. It looks like Epic's getting stopped in the super jump. Elliot's able to get an extra one in it. We're now at 44. Elliot getting stopped, and Safe Scholars having to do a lot of work to stop what's going on in the basket. But wait a minute, is there still somebody there? Nope. It is the end of the push. So very strong opening push. 56 points in that opening push. Let's see how the Safe Scholars answer.
Will there be a return volley because the ball is at their pit?
So Too Nice coming in there with that kill. That's might open up another opportunity.
Ooh. Too Nice camping by the ball, does not want to let him have it.
And that splashdown stopping it.
Canceled. Yeah. That was it. That was all.
And Vanilla making a play back at the purple basket, but Epic stopping Vanilla's advance with the football. 2 footballs for the recent reservations right now. They are making that play, getting ranged out. Here it comes, that Booyah Bomb, sowing some confusion. They get one of the 2 in.
Football directly underneath the Safe Scholars goal. Oh, but they won't be able to capitalize on it.
One of the rough things about this mode is that when you toss a football, if you die, the football just drops dead right there. So that looks like that might be what happened right there, is the football was almost at the basket, but there was a death.
Yep. But, all right, Safe Scholars Ultra has the football. Taking it around. 2 footballs actually on the field.
And Elliot getting one in, reopening that basket over on the orange side. So Elliot's going to have to face off against Ultra. Elliot getting stopped from behind.
Yep.
That is going to give a pity clam to the Safe Scholars, or as I like to call it, a freebie. Too nice using that splashdown.
Too nice sneaking around. He might actually be attempting to break the other barrier.
And the Safe Scholars do open up the other barrier, but Elliot with the stop right there. Safe Scholars working on just trying to get through there. Too nice coming in, getting those picks that are necessary in order to keep the path open. But Too Nice might have a little bit of problem with the ballpoint. There's only so much range that you can have in this game. Ooh, splashdown. That is a double.
Wow.
Ultra's the only one alive right now. Actually, we have some respawning going on. Too Nice getting the football in.
There we go. That was quick game.
That was a quick cap at the end there. They coordinated very well. The recent reservations getting on the board. They're forcing them round 4 here. So Safe Scholars currently up 2-0, but that win by the recent reservations, convincing in Clam Blitz. Fantastic work.
Indeed.
So coming up next, we're actually going to round 4. It is Splat Zones on Mako Mart. This is actually one of my favorite Splat Zones maps. It is a lot of fun. It is, again, a big square zone right in the middle with a couple of obstructions in it. That's what makes it a lot of fun. It is a classic Splat Zones thing. It's not 2 zones. It's not super weird. It doesn't have weird angles on it. It is pretty classic as far as its layout goes. But again, those blocks and ways, if you have range, there are places that you can stand where you can cover that zone and cover anyone else that is coming, kind of basically hit anybody else that's coming, any of the enemy team that's coming into that zone. So.
All right.
So yes, could this be the beginning of a reverse sweep for the recent reservations? Let's see. This is a must-win, obviously, for recent reservations.
Yep. But if Safe Scholars wins at any one of the next matches, that's it. That's all. They only need one more.
That's right. That's right. And Splat Zones again, a lot of back and I expect to see some back and forth on this. I actually expect to be able to start speaking English again soon, as well, so that I stop getting my tongue tied. But yes, this is definitely going to be an interesting matchup here. Again, we're seeing some really good teamwork. The teams are actually gelling together very well at this point in the tournament. Remember, it has been less than 48 hours since their teammates were announced. So these are fresh teams. So they have not been playing together for weeks and months. So they might have seen each other in various formats, but not together as a team.
Right,
so we have the Safe Scholars in blue and recent reservation. Yeah, you got it. You've got it there, Johnny. You know what's going on.
It is gay. Let's see. Looks like Safe Scholars might be the first ones to take it. They have more on the indicator, but recent reservations making a strong push. We'll see. Wow. So much. Wow. A wipe of recent reservations. Safe Scholars are indeed the first one to get it.
Yep, we're seeing Ultra with that dynamo there, and you know the burst bombs coming in. They know where the dynamo is. They want the dynamo gone. And you know we've got the safe scholars with that Kensa splatter scope as well. So we got range and we've got power, and then we have that highly accurate splash-o-matic with that great bomb rush.
Booyah Bomb's pretty much deciding who has or does not have control of the space at any given moment.
Yep, safe scholars managing to get yet another wipe. Got Too Nice coming in here, saying nope, it's my turn, and that again that sprinkler providing effective cover. Too Nice kind of coming in here and saying nope, get out of here. I want to take over.
Rush.
Too Nice hunting down Meowser there.
These reservations, Too Nice, really just making an excellent show here. Let's see. And safe Scholars Ultra. Just easily from down there. Attempts a splashdown, but doesn't quite get it. That was a trade between Too Nice and the Kensa splatter.
So we've got Epic working on covering this zone, firing missiles, kind of getting left open for that Kensa splatter scope.
To really capitalize on that.
And yes, the recent reservations has managed to cap the zone. It's kind of interesting how you know sometimes just the smallest bit of ink will flip that zone. Here comes a Booyah Bomb. The score is close, but yeah, that baller right in the middle of the zone was able to flip it. 54-66. This is really close, guys.
Safe Scholars nearly overcoming their penalty for having control. Oh,
Ouch! Ultra with that dynamo. There's nothing like getting hit in the side with a dynamo, and wow, that's gotta hurt. Ooh, Ultra with the roller down on Too Nice. Ouch!
Oh, he's going with this Booyah Bomb. Nearly takes it. Oh!
Oh, look at that! Look at that! The zone flips, perfect timing. This keeps the recent reservations alive big time, and that 53 tick penalty, yeah, that is going to be that's going to take a while. So we are going to probably see this go all the way to well, unless the recent reservations can hold the zone for the entire time, we might actually see this go all the way to 5 minutes and beyond. Here comes that Booyah Bomb. Here comes another Booyah Bomb.
With the defensive, like I talked about, so that he could not be hit and no one wanted to approach him. They lost control. Let's see.
And they are back in control.
Yep.
Oh, baller. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Could this be a lead change? Almost. Almost. Oh! Oh!
Recent reservations. Oh, man.
Oh, look at that. The only one left is Meowser.
Oh, good job, Meowser. Yep, more super jumping.
Oh, we have a flip, so yes. Oh, and it stopped again. So let's see what happens here. Oh,
commentate. The action is just too quick.
It is too quick right now. But yeah, it is. We've got a real fight here for that mid. So it looks like, oh my gosh, yeah, we're gonna have to see the recent reservations get in there, and it looks like Vanilla coming through and saying, nope, stop. Recent reservations forcing a change in control, but that is going to be that. So that one's going to go to the safe scholars. That is a 3-1.
Puts that as a 3-1. Good job, safe scholars. Good job, recent reservations.
That was
Well
an
fought,
exciting
I
match. I love the way that it went back and forth so many times on that particular map. I mean, they were getting picks. You know, there were picks going on. There were lead changes. There were zone changes. It was just, that was something else. I mean, that was a very impressive showing by both teams in that case. You know, I saw some pretty great stuff, and I always, you know, whenever you get rolled or hit by a dynamo, it's always like, oh no. It's just too much ink. So congratulations, you know, pending final reporting, I believe that is it. So that is going to be the end of the finals. But wait a minute. There's a final boss coming up. Stay tuned. So yes. So make sure you report your scores on smash.gg. Let's take a look at the brackets, and let's see what the results are. Obviously, the results have not yet been posted. Let me double check this here. Let's see if I can refresh it. They might have actually been posted, but the fun part of this is that sometimes the browser does not refresh. We'll let it refresh here.
Not quite achieving the data yet, so we just need players to report it.
Yep, we are working on it.
Friendly reminder to drink water.
Or cherry Coke, as the case may be.
Exactly. Favorite liquid of choice.
So the safe scholars will be moving on to face the epic final boss. And no, I don't think that's a reference to Fortnite, but hopefully there won't be any default dances going on. So I am being instructed that it is time
to play a video.
So yes, those of you who are playing along with the big lockdown ARG, watch this video for clues. There will be clues. So let's see what this video is. Let me give you an idea of how long the video is so that you guys know. Let me take a quick look at its timing here. This will be a... Oh boy. It would help if I could actually read what's going on here. How many minutes this is. I'm pretty slow about these things.
It would help if literacy came back. Please.
Oh. Alright, I think we're ready to go with it. I don't have the timing on it for some reason. 5 minutes and 37 seconds. So we have a 5 minute 37 second video. Guys, 5 minutes and 37 seconds until that final boss shows up. Watch for clues. There are clues in this video. So look out. Here we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Off the Dial official broadcast of Story Mode Chapter 3 Lockdown, the free agent ARG lore tournament going on right now. Yes,
Indeed.
it is that time. I am being pinged. You always gotta look out when I'm getting pinged. There's always trouble when I'm being pinged. And yes, it is that time. It is that time. It is the final boss fight. The final boss fight between our safe scholars and the final boss. That's right. There is a final boss in this one. You know, who will win? This will determine the fate of the lockdown and of the Off the Dial server. What's going on here? I don't know. We're gonna find out though. So
we don't know what's happening here.
we don't know what's happening. They keep the streamers in the dark so that we don't spoil anything for anybody. But we've seen some fantastic gameplay today. You know, before I jump right into the match, you know, Recent Reservations just had a fantastic set against the Safe Scholars. We've also seen today the Late Harmonies and the Unprecedented Horizons. Again, some fantastic gameplay today. Remember, these teams have existed for less than 48 hours. But what you're about to see is that the final boss has existed for much more than 48 hours, and they are going to try to stop the Safe Scholars from claiming the victory. So we are going to be starting out with Rainmaker on Humpback Pump Track. It is that time. It is that time to get ready, guys. This is the grand finals. Also known as the Thug Final. No, it's the Grand Finals. And we are gonna see we're gonna put our friends the Safe Scholars on the Alpha team. We are gonna put the final boss on Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see where this goes. Humpback Pump Track Rainmaker. Ouch. So yes, Rainmaker, Humpback, Pump Track. Here's the map list. Let's read off the map list. This is what you can expect. So you're definitely going to see Rainmaker on Humpback, Pump Track, Tower Control on Blackbelly Skate Park, and Splat Zones on Snapper Canal. If necessary, and hopefully it is, because I always like it when these things go long, we're going to see Clam Blitz on Starfish Main Stage and the Bunker Games if a fifth round is necessary. This is best of 5. We're gonna see how the final boss does against the Safe Scholars. So you know, I think the Safe Scholars, they're not gonna be able to play it safe on this one. They're gonna have to fight.
Well, this is gonna be quite the fight. As these teams have existed for quite longer than 48 hours, as they are the returning champions, I believe.
I believe that's right. I think they were the winners in the special series that we just did a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, they've had some time to work together.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's locked down.
Here we go. Yep. All right.
All right, here we go. We're gonna have purple and green. On purple, we have the Safe Scholars, and on green, we have the final boss. Here we go. Safe Scholars going with that Kensa Splattershot Pro NZAP 85 and the Splatter Scope. The final boss coming in. Using that
extremely fast.
coming in really fast with that quick pop. They've got the gold dynamo, the Splash-O-Matic Neo Splash.
No, the thing that I nearly just said. The Rainmaker.
There you go.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
How close? How close? I got confused there for a second. I thought the Baller was the Rainmaker, and I was like, was the match over that fast? Was it well? But no.
Oh, no. It was not that fast, but it was.
Oh, it was that fast.
Uh-oh, the boss is kind of coming out pretty hard right here. This is going to be rough. So Rainmaker on Humpback, that was a quick match. You know, again, on this stage, if you can round that corner and make a path, it's going to be rough. So final boss takes the first round on Rainmaker on Humpback Pump Track. And no, the grand finals are actually best of 5 in this case. So yes, this is a best of 5, unless for some reason I'm counting wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So congratulations to the final boss on that one. The Safe Scholars are gonna have to just fight back. You know, we don't want DJ Octavio to take over everything. So coming up next, though, we do have Tower Control on Blackbelly Skate Park. This is a fun one. I actually enjoy Tower Control on Blackbelly Skate Park. It's the only thing I enjoy about Blackbelly Skate Park. So this will be interesting to see.
Yeah. Let's see. One of the biggest points of contention is that center column that everybody takes at the beginning. It's a really good place for snipers, but since it's a really good place for snipers, it's pretty quickly targeted. So it's going to be of paramount importance to keep that area under lockdown.
That's right. And actually, you know, getting the tower, you know, this is another one of those maps where there's a lot of verticality. So, you know, the tower spends as much time going up and down as it does going left and right. So it is, you know, falling off the tower is going to be a problem. And also, you know, you are a pretty big target on this. Once you start going down the half pipe, though, it does start to, you know, those last checkpoints are so close together, you know, it is really hard to stop that push. So it is going to be a matter of controlling where the other team is and seeing what happened and you know, controlling the outcome by controlling that half pipe. So let's see what happens here. This is round 2 of the grand finals. Final boss versus the Safe Scholars. In yellow, we have the Safe Scholars. In blue, we have the final boss. Let's see what happens.
Safe Scholars making a very aggressive push. They learned from their last battle they did not want to leave the objective to the other team.
And unfortunately, the final boss coming out with a little bit of strength right here. That was a wipe. And as we can see, it's controlling the half pipe.
Ah, nice attempt by Safe Scholars Vanilla, but just didn't quite get it.
So yeah, that checkpoint's been cleared. So 2 checkpoints have been cleared by the final boss, and that push is continuing right now. They are approaching that 3rd checkpoint. With the 3rd checkpoint coming right up, Vanessa on the tower with that dynamo, that is going to make it really tough. Vanilla getting caught in the dynamo,
This is going to be
and
the end.
Ultra stopping it at 4.
Good
That was the stop they
play,
needed.
Ultra.
That was the stop that the Safe Scholars needed in order to stop the boss.
Seems like for the other final boss, yeah. Oh, man, excellent take. You heard me. I nearly called it right there.
That's right. Minuetto with that, with the with the splatling here, kind of coming through.
Nautilus.
Those Nautilus, yes, not the gold one, the silver one.
Final boss on the tower.
Minuetto taking that tower.
Do it.
See blue with the K-Pro.
Vanessa and Safe Scholars Ultra are trading blows there.
And Meowsifer kind of coming in there with the brush and making some trouble. They are doing their best to stop it, and actually there is some great success here with the Safe Scholars, although that was kind of a rough, oh my gosh, a rough patch right there. Blue taking the tower as everybody else responds. We're seeing the super jumps in.
Yep. Vieto, Vanessa, and Blue all working together. Man. And that's it.
That is a cap. The boss. The revenge of the boss here. Boss man taking it.
That was... Alright, that's 2-0. Safe Scholars. They're going to need a reverse sweep if they're going to save this particular area.
Well, one of the things that is good here, I did see the Safe Scholars kind of coming together, and they were able to make a couple of stops. That last second reversal there, that extended the timer, and that's what you have to do when you're a little bit outmatched by the other team. You need to just extend that timer, make the plays take longer, punish them for moving forward, and we started to see that starting to happen from the Safe Scholars. So. Yeah, but this is a do or die situation right now. We are coming up on splat zones on Snapper Canal. So again, a big zone. Let's see if we can get this here. See if I can remember where splat zones and Snapper Canal are. And where are you, Snapper?
And Snapper Canal.
Oh, you're on the other page. I'm on the wrong page. That would do it. There it is. Splat zones on Snapper Canal. This is round 3, so we've got to see the Safe Scholars pick it up. Otherwise, the boss is going to win, and we can't have DJ Octavia running everything. So that's what we're going to do. So yeah, let's get ready. This could be it, or this could be the start of an epic comeback. So let's see what happens. It is the Safe Scholars versus the final boss on Snapper Canal Splat Zones.
Quick on the button. That's kind of the theme of this particular one.
So yeah, Snapper Canal. This is that big zone in the middle. It's got the obstruction right in the middle with the pole there. This is. If you can camp the other team into their base, it is very hard to get back into that zone. However, this is a 3v3, so the camping techniques don't work quite the same when there are only 3 players. So it is going to definitely be one of those cases where whoever can get that zone first and push through the zone is going to have the easier time. So it'll be interesting to see what weapon selections there are. Again, we've seen some great play from both teams. Obviously the Safe Scholars, our hearts are with them on this one. They've been a team for less than 48 hours, but the final boss has been around for a while. We got to see what happens here.
Indeed.
And now they're talking about who's in Division 1 and who's in Division 4. Oh no.
This is football terms at their finest, but we're done with Clan Blitz.
We are done with Clan Blitz. Or are we? That's the question. That's the question, because the next, if needed, round 4 is Clan Blitz. So, all right, we're gonna have some final boss battles going on here. The Safe Scholars are in green, and the final boss is in dark blue, purple, whatever color that is. Indigo.
Cool. We have the final boss taking over the center splat zone pretty well. They haven't quite. Yep, there it is. There's the control.
There is the switch. Yes.
Holding.
So final boss coming in. We've got Vanessa in the back there, getting into a one-on-one on Vanilla and kind of surprising everybody.
Yep.
And that looks like the final boss is back in mid. They are asserting heavy control over that central splat zone.
Vanessa going around. Seems like she was attempting to farm some special backup. And now it's just camping. They're pretty much just camping the opposing team, final boss.
The map is telling the whole story right now of what's going on.
Exactly. Ultra trying to put up as good of a fight as he can, but Vanessa retaining control. Trade from blue and vanilla. Minetto, and yep, that's it. Wow.
That was quick.
Overbearing performance by the final boss.
Yeah, we got to look out for those final bosses. That was a commanding performance. Again, once the camping started, it was rough. So again, this is a case where teamwork and working together over a period of time actually helps to set what the final score is. So, yes, the final boss OP, please nerf. I see that in the chat, and and yes, the final boss has taken it. So let's see if the I don't know if Smash GG. Yes, it hasn't been updated, but I think we all know the result. That was a 3-0 by the final boss. But I've got to say the scholars did a fantastic job today.
Excellent fight, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun to watch. It was they had so little time. They had less than 48 hours to make a complete team, and yeah, it was it was great to see the work that the scholars put in order to do this today. I mean, we saw some good play today. I've got to say I'm quite pleased.
Indeed, this has been really fun for me to watch as well. This has been excellent showings by every team involved, not just the Safe Scholars or the final boss, but we had Recent Reservations, Unprecedented Horizons, and Late Harmonies all here today. Excellent showings by each and every one of you. Thank you all for showing up. This has been really fun for me to do personally, and I hope I get to do this again, but we'll see what happens.
It's always a question as to what happens. I'm getting pinged somewhere. I don't know where I'm getting pinged. I've got way too many things open right now, so where am I being pinged? All right. So, we have a final video. For those of you who have been doing the ARG component, we have a final video. Yes, the boss did win, so I have to play the boss won video. So, yeah, keep your eyes on it. There are more clues for the next Off the Dial story mode that are coming, and a special announcement at the end. So I want to thank you all again for being here. I am Zada. I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/ZadaFrex. Feel free to visit my streams. I'll actually be streaming Fortnite tomorrow. But usually I stream Splatoon 2, and I stream throughout the week. So feel free to join up. I do viewer interactive streams. Johnny, tell everybody a little bit about yourself before we head off into the sunset.
Well, this has been fun, everyone. I was Johnny Multiverse, and I've done YouTube things in the past, but I'm just kind of a free agent now. I don't really do anything. I just kind of talk. So it's been fun doing this. I'm a musician at heart. I play a lot of video games on the side, though. I, just have enjoyed this very much, you guys, and thanks for having me. I appreciate it a lot.
All right, so the boss has won. I've got to hit the boss video. Thanks a lot, and Lepto, yes, it is the end of the shameless plug. Here we go. Oh no, Johnny, what have you done? All right, thanks everybody for coming out today. Congratulations to all of our teams. It was a great time, and have a wonderful rest of your year. We'll see you next time.